All right. Ginger Venture Fitness, Kevin, 44, trying to get in shape. Down 30 pounds, putting in the X Generation Next, done. Dig in, done. On 25-minute speed train now. So let's get going. Subscribe, check out the workout, and then I'll catch you later.
Your program, 25-minute speed train. You know why you're here, because we're going to keep the train rolling as we go into the first day. It's lower body. That's a little bit different in terms of we're going to introduce tempos. That's what you get to look forward to today, our tempo training. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that as we get into the workout itself, but first we got to get warmed up. So take your feet just outside the hips, bring your hands up, lift your chest, and then I want you to go into some good mornings. Just say good morning to the hamstrings, all the way down, all the way back up. Now, what is tempo training? Don't be scared by it. We talked a little bit about it last week, but now we're actually going to bring in the practice of it. It's exercises that you already know, exercises that you're familiar with, but we're going to start to slow down the movements. Give me one more right here. Last one. And then bring your feet down into a catcher. We slow down the actual exercises, and this will allow you to increase time under tension. So sink down into a catcher, a little body weight shift back and forth. That should feel good, because yesterday you better have done your mobility flexibility workout. And so as you come into this should feel pretty good. And then once you get set, you can bring your feet a little bit wider, push your butt up, feel the stretch down the hamstring and calves, and then right down. Sometimes bring it up, bring it down.
Oh.
Nice last one. And then bring one leg all the way out, stay on one side, heel down, toe up. Feel the stretch down the inside of the thigh, leg, everything. The tempo we're working with is we're going to call a 2x2. You're going to hear me say 2x2, 2 and 2, all different iterations of that. But that is the tempo that we're going to be working with all week. All right. Get comfortable with it. Switch sides, sink down on that. And pretty much by the end of every single week, as we introduce new tempos, you're going to be an expert in it. And that is going to increase time under tension. It's how we can keep going through these exercises. Come on, stretch, roll it up, and get rolling. Your format today is burnout, which means you're going to repeat the exercise 3 times, bring in the tempo, and that first exercise is a deadlift. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with 30s to start out, and we're going to intro that tempo. The tempo, as I mentioned, is a 2x2. So with the feet set on the deadlift, you know the setup on this one, bringing it down and back up, but instead of a regular rep, you're going to go down, 2, up, 2. Down, 2, up, 2. That tempo is what you are going to keep the entire 60 seconds. And because we're in the burnout format today, you're going to do it 3 times through, 60 seconds each time, and then we get your burnout move at the end. So choose your weight accordingly on that one. I'm going to start with 30s, and as always, you have that opportunity to drop set and bring it down. All right, let's kick off week 2 with 2x2s. Ready, set, go. Down, 2, up, 2. That's your tempo. You're going to stay there. And I really want you to think about trying to keep that movement going. And this is how, when we add a tempo, we increase time under tension, but you also maintain constant movement. Down, 2, up, 2. Doesn't change your form at all. Your knees always stay slightly bent. And then as you come down, you're going to really feel the stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. Bring it down, 2, up, 2. Flat back. What does that always look like? You're looking a few feet in front of you. Your eye gaze just follows your upper body as it comes down, and you keep the tempo as well, right? Down, 2, up, 2. You think about your range of motion. Going down as far as comfortable, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. You've got time for one more. Bring it down, 2, up, time. Set it down. Now I have no idea how many reps I did, because it doesn't matter. But I know I increased the time that I was doing the move in terms of your tension because of adding that tempo. So let's do it again. Pick it up. Let's get set. Let's get ready. And let's go. Down, 2, up, 2. It sounds repetitive. I'm just going to keep saying it, especially today. because I want to make sure you get that feeling. What normally happens is when you start to fatigue, you want to go faster because you're trying to get it done, because you're trying to get however many reps you have done. Well, there are no reps here. It's time. So, take your time. Down, 2, up, 2. Really think about shoulders up and back. It's easy to let your shoulders fall forward because the dumbbells are pulling them forward. So you think about it, if you even roll the shoulders up a little bit and stay back, this will help you stay locked in, loaded into the correct muscles. And I feel that right now, right? Hamstrings squeezing to come up to the top, right back down. You got time for one more? Bring it down, 2, up, and time. Set it down. Hold on to weights, shake it out. You get a little stretch, chest is lifted. Come out of that and get ready into the third set. This is how you know you should be feeling, right? You should be feeling heavy. So change your weight if you need to. Third round, ready, set, go. Bring it down.
Trying to get my,
And up.
I always forget to get that
Third set.
pull-up bar down.
Just trying to keep
Somebody
the
comes in and
pace
tries
of
to
the tempo.
use the restroom.
Down, 2, up, 2. Not any faster than that. And that's really where you should start feeling the change with the tempo, right? So if the tempo is changing, you're increasing the amount of time that your muscles are under the tension of the exercise. So that's where the endurance is going to come in, your strength and endurance. And if this feels normal, well, then you can increase the weight, but I have a feeling you're feeling this one big time. And that's how it should be. That's how you know you picked the right weight. So keep going with it. But drop set your weight if you need to. Down, 2, up, 2. Got time for 2 more. I bet we can rep one more out. Here we go. Down, 2, and up. Quickly get rid of the weights. You're gonna need a loop. Go into your loop deadlift on this one. I'm gonna go blue today. Woo. Feeling feisty. Feeling fresh as we go into this. Step into your loop. Remember, get your feet wide. Get the loop set. Pick up the middle of it. Now let's go right into a loop deadlift. Bringing it down and then right back up. Remember, as we go into a looped deadlift, I want you to try to focus on getting a little bit deeper into the deadlift, right? You can push back a little bit further and feel the stretch and the squeeze as you come up to the top. That's how you really get the most air burnout in the hamstrings, in the glutes. And this should feel challenging because you just did a lot of deadlifts for 3 minutes. Down, and then right back up to the top, keeping your back flat. Hello, hammies. It was good to see you, and now it feels like they're already leaving. Bringing it down, back up. You got 3, 2, 1. Step in, bring it down. Just set that off to the side. All right, block number 2. We're gonna go to a front-loaded exercise. It's your front-loaded static lunge. I'm gonna grab a 20 on this one, and then set this up. We're not gonna go tempo on this. I want you just to focus on the form. We'll alternate tempos as we go through the exercise, so it won't be every single one. But think about your front-loaded movement. Holding on to the dumbbell right up against the chest. Instead of that long lunge behind you, where the body weight is centered, I want you to step forward just a little bit with the back leg. Allows you to load your front leg into the lunge. All right, so front-loaded, single side, static lunge. Let's load up one leg, then the other. So pick up the dumbbell. Let's get set. Hold on to the dumbbell, secure it against your chest. Elbows underneath, lock in your core. Get your feet set, and we are working in 3, 2, let's go. Drop it down, right back up. Remember, on a lunge, I know, squats, lunges. Everyone's got different knees, everyone's got some young knees, and everyone's got some older knees, right? So you can think about your range. You don't have to go down as deep into a lunge as you might think. You can bring it down 6 inches, maybe less, and you can still feel it. The key here is to have the body weight shifted to the front leg that allows you to come down and right back up. If you're able to go a little bit lower, make sure you bend your back knee as you come down, right back up. Bringing it down and up. Weight is lifted. Weight is set into the front heel, really loading that front leg up. And that's how you know you're doing it right. Bringing it down and up. We got less than 5 seconds. 3, 2, let me get one more. And 1. Overachiever, right? Shake it out. Just hold on to the dumbbell because you're gonna go the other side. Remember to get your feet set first. Chest up, lifted, working, ready, set, go. Shift your body weight forward just enough. And you'll see with that front-loaded movement, I'll show you from the side. If we were stepped all the way back, it'd be more of a lift, straight down, straight back up. My torso, you can see, is straight up and down. I want to bring the back leg in a little bit. I showed you this last week. So you load up your front leg, but you'll see that even though I have a slight tilt forward, with my upper body, I'm not bending forward. I'm just tilted enough where I can bring it down into the front leg, right back up. Down and back up. I love the front loaded of the lunge. This one because I can really get into my leg. And that's where you should be feeling it too. Down and right back up. Don't worry about tempo, but worry about constant movement, constant pace, a good pace, not rushing through it. You got time for one more? Down, back up, shake it out, pull. Okay.
Take it home.
We're gonna go to finish off the third block, finish off the third set. 30 seconds one side, step in, step back, 30 seconds the other side. That sounds fun. Get set, get ready, let's go. Bring it down, right back up, down, and up. Remember, you can always adjust as you go through these movements. So if you do a lunge and you're like, that didn't feel right, okay, take a second, reset, and then go. But as we go through those minimal breaks, those short breaks, your heart rate should be coming up and you're feeling that, right? Last one, switch sides, step in, step back, and go right into it. Bringing it down, back up. Try not to push the weight forward into your front toe, but have it set into the heel. And this is where your quad, your front quad should be on fire. That's how you know you're doing this right. Down, back up, less than 10 seconds. Doing good. Woo, hold it, legs. 3, 2, 1. Grab your loop. Okay, grab your loop, step into it. I'm gonna stick with the blue one today. Step into it safely, bring it around your thighs. We're gonna go into the front leg pulse as a reminder. Kick forward, pulse twice, come back. Get ready, get set, let's go. Kick forward, now you add the pulse, bring it back. Forward, pulse, back. This is slow, this is controlled. Your knee stays bent, and you're lifting up, squeezing the quad, squeezing the thigh. Right now, you're in week 2 and you're like, all right, that's pretty good. This isn't so bad. Just wait. The loop is not gonna stay around your thighs forever. So enjoy this while you can, because we're gonna start to progress you. Every single week, you're gonna see progressions, but give me a pulse to finish off the quads. Lift it up, pulse, down, nice. Last one, and time. Step in, step out of it, and go into block 3. Feeling good, you're gonna go heavier weight into your front loaded squat. Now we bring back the tempo of your 2 and 2. So this should be one of the bigger amount of weights that you do for the program for today as well. I'm gonna do a 40. I'm gonna stick with that, but choose your weight accordingly, because again, think of your tempo with the front loaded. Down, 2, up, 2. That is considerably slower than you're normally used to when you do a single rep. So it's gonna feel heavier very quickly. So if you start with a certain weight, even the weight you started with last week, grab a lighter weight, have that ready to go, because you're here for a while, all right? Bend your knees, pick up the weight, get set your feet first, lock in your core. Let's go front level squat, tempo 2-2. Ready, set, go. Down, 2, up, 2. First rep, I felt it. And that's how you know. If you do a rep and you laugh at the very beginning, that means you did it right. That means you're like, oh my goodness. Down, 2, up, 2. Sinking down, 2, up, 2. What's it look like from the side? You're supposed to be sinking down and then back, pushing through your heels. You'll see with the front little movement, as always, we have a little bit of a tilt forward, but you're not actually leaning forward. Your core is locked in, supporting everything, right? Belly button in towards the spine. 2, up, 2, down, squeeze, push, up, down, 2. You got that. Less than 10. Stay with it. On the stance. Pushing it up and down. You got time for the last one. Down, 2, up, and time. Bend your knees, set it down. Lift the chest, stretch out the torso, a little shake. How'd that feel? Was it the right weight? Can you do more? Do you need to do less? That's where you make the adjustments very quickly because you go right back into it. Get ready, get set, and go. Down, 2, up, 2. This can just become automatic for you as we go through these. And by the end of the program, you're gonna feel those tempos. You're gonna know all the tempo changes. So when I say tempo, 2, 2, 2 by 2, 3 and 1, 1 and 3, 4 and 4. You're gonna know all those numbers mean, and it's just gonna be intuitive. It's just gonna be in your brain. And that's what we want. You're gonna be like, all right, I know how to do it. But right now, focus on it. 2, 2, down, 2, up, 2. The slow down, I think is all right. It's that slow up. You're like, oh my gosh. Bring it down, 2. Okay, the slow down is hard too. It's all hard. Bring it down and up. You got this. Less than 10. Bring it down. Bring it up. You got time for one more. Down, 2, up. Time. Bend your knees. You got one more to go. Shake it out. Stretch back out. Where you're starting to shake a little bit, where your knees starting to cave in. If that's happening, I want you to change your weight. Finish off round 3. Pick it up. Get set. Get ready. Let's go right back into it. Right back to work. Up. 2. Down. 2. Up. Good. Core's in. As we go into that, right? 3rd set every single time. I guarantee you, I know what's happening right now to you at home. You try to speed through it. You try to go faster. Don't let that happen. Stay down. 2, up, 2. If you have to speed up and you have to go faster, that means you need to lighten your weight so you can slow down. Remember I said at the beginning of this whole entire program, check your ego at the door, lighten your weight if you have to stick with the pace. 2, up, 2. Keep going. Down, and right back up. You got this. You got time for just a couple more. Bring it down. Last one. 2, up, 2. Bring it down. Good job. All right. Step into the loop. Back around the thighs. We're going to finish the squats off with a squat pulse. Set the feet. We're going to go down and pulse it out. Ready, set, go. Down, pulse, push up. There's the laugh. Pulse, push up. This is where it's going to happen. You're going to start to lean forward. There's no leaning on this one. I don't want to see any of this because your legs aren't doing anything. This is not moving. This is what's doing all the moving. Your legs are working. Down, pulse, push up, okay? It's only 45 seconds. You got it. It's way shorter than 60 seconds. And there's no tempo. Just drop it, pulse it, push up. Let's go. Down, push up. Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
Almost done. You got this.
That's a good one.
Drop it down. Last one. And time. Step it in. Bring it down. Finish this off with one more. I'm actually going to grab the 40. I'm going to stick with the 40. Coming into your bridge. So on the bridge, as a reminder, have your loop close by too because it's a quick transition so you don't have to get up. No extra movement is necessary in this program. On the bridge, we're going to stay with no tempo. So we're going to do exactly what we did last week. So I really want you to focus on this move. As you lift your hips up, you're going to squeeze at the top, holding on to that weight, trying to push the dumbbell towards the ceiling, not towards your head, but towards the ceiling. So when you lift, you push through your heels, and you all right. And you can squeeze and feel your glutes tighten up. That's how you know you're doing it right. So grab your loop, not your loop, grab your weight. Loop comes later. Get ready. Wipe the sweat out of your eye, and let's go. Push up, back down. Remember, you can adjust as you push up. So you can go into where you think your feet are right, and you push up and like that and feel right. So adjust the feet so their heels are right up underneath the knees. Now you're gonna lift, back down. Lift, back down. I want that split second hold. Not even a full second, you're just coming up, hold, back down. That split second hold at the top, really make sure that you're getting as high as you can. That's what I want you to focus on as we go into a bridge, is lifting up, squeezing at the top, as high as you can by squeezing your butt back down. Shoulders are flat on the floor, they're anchored. Your upper body is anchored. This is all lower body today. So lift up and back down. Up and down. You got time for one more? Lift it up and down. Roll to the side. That's just where you can hang here for a second. Lengthen out the legs, flex your toes, flex your quads, and we're going right back into it. So let's get set. Roll over. Get set. Anchor your body. And let's go. Lift up and down. When you lift up to the top, we think about what our legs are doing, because it is lower body. And I see all the time that when people lift up, their knees tend to flare outward. I really want your knees to stay in line with your hips, right? Think of those straight lines. So when you push up, you're set, and you come back down. Lift up, squeeze, back down. Take your time here. Really get the squeeze at the top, lift, and down. And then if you want a little extra challenge, here it is. When you come down, don't let your butt touch the floor. Lift up, squeeze, bring it down, and right before it touches the floor, you lift right back up. That's increasing even more, that's putting more time under tension into the booty. Lift it up, back down, you got time for one more, and time down. Roll it over, you got one more to go. And if you were doing that little floating butt move, try to stick with that. Even if you just do it one time, try it out, okay? Get set, get ready, 60 seconds, let's go. Lift up, and down. Float the booty, lift up, and down. If you can't do that, that's totally fine. You come down, you reset, and always make sure your core stays locked in the entire time. So as you're moving through this, you are still supporting your core, your lower back, right? Everything that's important. That's why we work on all these moves, all these exercises to keep strong, keep strengthened up in the right places so you can grow and get stronger in the right places. Bringing it down. Lift up, and down. Breathe through every single rep. Lift up, and back down. Up, down. You got this. Let's finish this off. Finish this block off. 10 seconds left. Down. Squeeze it up. And down. Last one. Bring it up. And down. Roll it off to the other side. Get it out of your way. And then grab your loop. Quickly bring it in around your thighs, just like you did last week. We're going to bring it around our thighs, but now we're going to go into the bridge and do a single leg pulse. Bring it up. Get ready. Get set. Drop down. Push one heel into the floor. Lift your other leg up. Come down. Push up the other side. Nice. Little down and up. Bring down. Push. You don't have to lift the leg very high off the floor. If you can't do this, I want you to lift up. Pulse at the top if you can't do the single leg. But I want you to lift up as much as you can. Challenge yourself to finish this off. To the last move of the workout. Finish it strong as you can. Down, lift, down, lift. You got this. Not much left in the hamstrings right now, I'd say. 3, 2, 1. And drop down. Tuck your knees in. Get rid of the loop. Get rid of it. Throw that out there. And then just pull the knees in towards your chest. Drop it down. Oh, that is, 4 exercises. behind your thigh. You can bring it up towards your calf. This is all about your own flexibility. Stretch out the hamstring, which is really good. Have your head flat on the floor. Try not to lift up and tuck the chin on this one. And lengthen out. Big deep breath in. Back out and stretch. That's nice. I wish we could just stay right here. All right. Go ahead and release that. Bend your back leg up, and then take your top ankle the same way you're just holding to a figure 4. Bring your head back down, and then once your ankle is on the opposite knee, you can push away gently. This is up to you. And we're going to stretch out the glute, open up the hip. You can always reach through if you're able. Reach through the bottom thigh. Always working on flexibility. And you'll find, switch it, release it, that sometimes as you finish a workout, like you just did, that you're not as flexible as you were maybe at the beginning of the day before. That's okay. That means all the muscles are tightened up. You got blood pumping through all those muscles, and that's what you want. So that's why we flex it out. We stretch it out further. We work on that mobility, flexibility. Everything. So release it. Come on up onto one elbow, and you can just stay here. Yeah, and you can stay here as long as you want. But we do have upper body tomorrow, so I'm gonna be right back here for upper body. Nice weight.
All right. So we got week 2, day 2 of 25-minute speed train. Didn't do upper body, so 25 minutes. Let's get going. Subscribe, follow along. Full program of 25-minute speed train going through. If you don't know, Ginger Adventure Fitness, Kevin, 44. Dad bod, fat bod.
Day 2, upper body. We are sticking with the tempo of the week, the 2x2. So we introduced that yesterday as you got a taste of it. Felt great, right? And now we're going to bring that into your upper body workout. So you're going to need your loops for the very end because today's format is super burnout. So have that ready to go. You will need your dumbbells as well, but first let's get into the warm-up on this one. Ready to go? All right, so set your feet right underneath. We're gonna go into an I, the T, and the A. Make some letters to start out. What I want you to do is bring your arms up over your head, bring them out to the sides, and take your time when you go through these exercises because what you wanna think about is trying to open the chest up. Feel the muscles expand as you open, bring them back up, and back down. How are your legs feeling from yesterday? Good? A little tired? Good. Because you don't need them today. That's the upside. Last one, bring it around, open up, and then bring it down. Now we're gonna go into a rotating cross. What I mean by that is arms up, bring your thumbs down and start to push them down. Really feel your chest as it opens up and back, and then we are rotating up to the top, into the deltoids, and back down again. Still sticking with on the 2x2 as we introduce that, and as you saw, it really changes that time under tension, doesn't it? So you're gonna feel that, and that will help you choose your weights today because you felt that yesterday as well in terms of your weight selection. Yeah. Last one, and then give you some arm circles around. So as you go through tempos, and I'm gonna keep changing the tempos on you pretty much every couple of weeks. So you're gonna get comfortable with your weight selection. You're gonna say, okay, I totally got this weight. And then I'm gonna change the tempo, switch it back, and you're gonna say, I don't have this weight. And remember, that's the whole point of 25
I'm like extra tired today.
challenging you to work
Sore.
through all of this time under tension. All right, so that's what we're gonna do with upper body as well. Here we go, first 2 exercises. You're gonna start out with a little bit of heavier weight since you're fresh. We go into military push press. As we're gonna go heavier on that one, you can bend your knees. As the reminder, feet right up underneath the hips. You're gonna come up, pressing up to the top, and you're gonna have to bend your knees a little bit to help with that movement as you push up and down. But we're bringing that tempo into it with the 2 and 2. So you think about up, 2, down, 2, right? Second exercise, you're gonna need some lighter weights because we're gonna go into your reverse raise where your feet are set underneath the hips. You tilt forward, knuckles away from your body as you lift up, and then right back down. Really thinking about creating a pinching movement right between your shoulder blades and then coming back down. As a reminder, that's a longer lever move, so that'll be a lighter weight. All right, so I'm gonna go with 20s on this to start. Get your feet set, push press in 3, 2, go. Press up, 2, down, 2. Take your time as you press, and then you bring it down. You will very quickly feel the difference when it comes to your weight selection, because you don't get to just press up and then bring it down as fast as you might normally do with those single reps. So you think about your tempo. You can split your feet if you need to. Up, 2, down, 2. Bend your knees to help. 2, down, 2. How does that feel? Different, doesn't it? Yeah. Makes it a little bit more challenging because we're slowing it down, increasing time under tension. Remember, if you need to, where's your drop set? Lighter weight to finish off that first 60 seconds. Nice. Bring it up and down. 2. Less than 10 seconds left. Bring it down. Last one. Up. 2. Down. 2. Set that down. I already feel that.
I feel it.
You know it works. Remember, quick transition. Not a lot of time. Only 15 seconds to set your feet. I want you to bring your arms out. Lock the elbows in a bent position. Reverse raise. Regular singles. Ready, set, go. Lift it up. Back down. Relax your head. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. And think about where you should be feeling this. What I mean is right up into the middle, right between your shoulder blades. So look a few feet in front of you. You have the flat back just like we do in rows. But I want you to really think about lifting. And if you had a pencil right between your shoulder blades, I want you to try to squeeze the pencil together. So then you know you're getting right into the middle of your back. If you are unable to do that, you go lighter weight. I got 10-pound dumbbells. I feel it. Again, it's that time. We work for a long time. 60 seconds is a very long time when it comes to lifting. So lift up, back down. Feel the control in your movement. Nice. In 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Back to your bench press. Ask yourself how that weight felt. Was it enough? Was it too much? Can you stay with it for 60 more seconds? In a 2x2. We're about to find out. Get ready. Get set. Let's go. Up. 2. Down. 2. Remember, on a push press, our elbows are slightly in. You don't have to think about bringing them all the way out. I want you to bring them in. This angles that allows you to bend your knees, and you can push up and then bring it a little bit lower where you bring the elbows drop below the shoulders. That's totally fine. 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2. What's gonna happen is you fatigue. You're gonna start to lean back. You're gonna start to have your body try to help it. Don't let that happen. If you need to, what do? You go lighter weight to finish off. 2, down, 2. Way different, isn't it? Bend the knees, right back up. You got this. Press it up and down. Less than 10 to push up. Back down, my arms are starting to shake. Nice, you got time for one more. 2, 1, 2. Set it down. How's that feel? Let me get it out of the way. I don't want to look at those anymore. No, I'm gonna bring it over here. Into your reverse raise. Get set. Tilt forward, core in. Ready, set, go. Lift up, back down. Even if we are not going on a tempo, remember that your single reps are still controlled. So there's no rushing through these movements. You lift, and I see a lot of times when people are lifting up, they tend to shrug up, and they're trying to lift up and bring their pinkies out. I really want you to think about just a natural alignment here. Flat back to where you can lift and back down. Draw your belly button in. Support your core if you're not thinking about that. You always want to make sure you're feeling good and strong and stable in your core. Just look a few feet in front of you. And again, if you are not feeling it right in between your shoulder blades, that's where I need you to focus on trying to feel it. Go a little bit lighter if you have to finish this off. 10 seconds left. Don't rush through the reps. Just lift, back down. Nice. Get time for 2 more. 2, and 1. Set it down. Good job. You can get rid of these weights. We're going to start out on the floor, body weight only, and then we're going to go into an upper body or a standing move. So I'm going to show you the standing move first. That's your second move. Make it a little bit easier coming down and up. Second move is a split set, sit down, lift up, one arm at a time. The first move is a push-up. Push-ups, done before. Everybody loves push-ups, right? But we're gonna bring in that tempo on it. So get your hands wide enough to where you bring it down, 2, up, 2. If you're pushing out and your elbows are flaring out and they look like this, you're gonna feel it here and here. I need you to bring it out. Go ahead and get set, get ready. Knees or toes, it's up to you. We are working in 3, 2, go. Down, 2, up, 2. Again, increasing time under tension. Now you're gonna start to shake real quickly as you go through this. So what's your modification? Modification is right here to drop into the knees. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be easier because again, you're here for a full, solid 60 seconds. Check your hands. Make sure they're not in line with your neck and you're trying to push down and your head goes in between your hands. It should be where your chest is right in line with your hands and then you're pushing up to the top. Down, 2, up, 2. Down, 2. Really get that tempo. That's gonna help you maintain constant motion through the movements, right? These are I don't know what you're doing right now, but you should just constantly be working that entire 60 seconds. You got for 2 more. You got 1 more right here. Down, 2, up, 2. Push back. Come on up. It's good. I love this. Yes. Getting right back to work. Get your heart rate up. So get set. Single arm row. Ready, set, go. No tempo. Just lifting right here. Lift up and back down. I've said this before. I'm going to say it every time we do rows. If you can lift the dumbbell up to your armpit, up to your chest, and you're shrugging, it's not heavy enough, okay? Get a heavier weight that makes you use your back muscles. The bigger muscles in your back, that's what I want you to really focus on here, is when you lift, still looking 3 feet in front of you. Boom, down. Lift, down, right? Working through all these movements so quickly on the transitions, you can hear it. I'm bringing it heavy, already going through it quick, and down. Lift, and down. In terms of your weight selection, I got 25 pounds in my hand, but 60 seconds, it gets heavy, it gets very quickly. Nice, 5 seconds left. Lift up, down, last one, and time. Set it down, get it out of the way. All the way right back down to the floor. Back to your push-ups, get your hands set first. Get ready, ready, set, go. Down, 2, up, 2. Work through that. Push-ups. What were I thinking last week? They're not easy. Push-ups, try to push-ups to body. You're challenging, you're pushing your body weight, right, into smaller muscles. So if you need to, you drop to the knees, and even if right here, this position is still too much, if you're like, I still can't get it, pull your knees in a little bit closer, right up underneath your hips, and you still focus on dropping down. Your butt's gonna come up, that's fine, and then you push up to the top. So focus on your tempo. Whatever your range is, that's what I want you to focus on, is getting used to these tempo changes, because you got this through the entire program. 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. Less than 10 to finish this. Keep working through it. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Come up. Single row, other side. Make sure you switch sides. And you'll know that very quickly if you wrap out a couple on the same side you just did. Get set. Lift the chest. Drop down. Now let's go. Lift up. Down. It's very easy to start to shrug and try to pull the shoulder up. That happens so many times, pretty much in almost every upper body move that we have. Your shoulders want to help, right? Because that's what they're used to doing in helping you in daily activities. So you say, not right now. This is not your time. This is your time. Back. Lift up and down. Up and down. Keeping your elbow close to your body, pointing up towards your hip, and right back down. You go through the weight selection. You know if you pick the right weight because it's getting really heavy. right? Even in 60 seconds, 2 times through, that's plenty to get you into that fat burning zone that we always talk about, right? Of working through it. It's called muscle burning, muscle building zone. That's what we want. That's what burns the fat. Okay, keep going. You got it in 3, 2, 1. Good job. Set it down. Let's keep going. Going into hammer curls. So in terms of weight selection, hammer curls are going to be 2 and 2. So you got your tempo with that. And you think about up, 2, down, 2. There's your tempo for the first one. Second exercise, I'm just smiling for it. You're coming back down to the floor. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a mean one, and you will forgive me eventually. You start out on the floor, chest on the floor. Get your hands set into a tricep push-up. You're gonna do negative tricep push-up with a full hand release. Hands are gonna release off the floor, push up, back down, release. You will forgive me eventually for that one. Knees or toes, we're gonna work through that. But first, let's go into hammer curl. 2 by 2 is your tempo. Pin the elbows into the sides. Get ready, get set, and let's go. Up, 2, down, 2. Take your time. Doesn't matter what the tempo is going to be, your form doesn't change on this. So you remember that you have to pin your elbow in from shoulder to elbow, stays in a straight spot. Nothing else is moved. And then when you lift up, and you don't go so far that the dumbbell starts to come towards the shoulder. You see how my elbow just flared out? So kickstand your feet if you need to, for balance and stability. And we go up, 2, down, 2. Control the weight. I got 15-pound dumbbells. They feel heavy, right? And you're discovering that. You discovered it last week a little bit, and now with these tempos, this is your first time doing a tempo with your upper body. So yeah, you'll feel it. Don't let it think that lighter weight is easier. It's not. Last one, coming up. 2, down, 2. Set it down. Come on down, get ready. Tricep push-ups, negative tricep push-ups down to the ground. Hands are gonna come up as your chest drops. Elbows, bring them in towards your body. Here we go. 3, 2, push it up. Up, down, release. Bring it up, bring it down, and release. Modification. Your knees are on the floor. You're pushing up, bringing it back down, and then still releasing on this one. Now, if you have to that point where you said, I can't get into that, and we've been talking about micro push-ups right here, this is what I want you to stay. You can come up to the top and you can stay with micro push-up. I know it's not a negative, but remember what I told you last week. You're building into this movement. Building your strength. So eventually you will be able to come down and give you some awesome moves. That's what I like. Press it up, down. Really think about squeezing the elbows in. Bring your arms away from your sides. You squeeze them in, push the palm of your hand.
Oh man,
Back down.
it's kicking my butt.
Up and down. Got time for 2 more. Last one. Push up. How do I feel? Ow. One more time through. Finish off block 3. Set your feet. Kickstand, that's my favorite because I feel stable on that one. Ready, set, go. Lift it up. 2, down, 2. Remember, nothing wrong with drop setting. If you were working through this and you get to the point where you're starting to swing, this is all you have to do. You bend over or walk to your rack, grab the lighter weights, and you just keep going. And it doesn't mean anything less. It actually means more to me if you're doing that, because that shows to me that your muscles are fatigued. And that's what I want. Bring it up. 2, down, 2. I want to get to that point where as you get towards the end, towards the burnout, you ain't got much left. Because then we go into the burnout, and that's it. There is nothing left. But stick with the tempo, especially as you fatigue. 2, down, 2, up, 2, down. Less than 10. Lift it up, down. Last one. 2, down, 2. Nice. Get rid of those. Come on down to the ground. Ready to tricep. Push it. Release. Up and down. you should get to that point where you're doing so much that your muscles are fatigued to the point where you have to start the modification. You try on your toes, but if you start to sacrifice your form, this is what I'm feeling is any time my elbows are wanting to push out, and I want to push up into my shoulders. So you drop to your knees, and that allows me to keep going without taking any breaks. That's what I want.
Man.
Hit the break in between. Almost there. Up and down. You got it in 3, 2, 1. The main thing is you gotta push up and push back. All the way up. All right. You're doing great. We go into burnout. You got loops. You got lots of loops. Lots of options. And if you go through this and you're at that point where you're like, all I can do is barely use the yellow, I like it. That's what I want. All right, so your 4 exercises, 45 seconds, back-to-back moves. First exercise is gonna be a lat pull down. Remember, pushing the hands down, really try to squeeze the lats, get in there, all right? Second exercise on that one, I want you to think about as you go into this, then we're gonna go into chest pulses, working through that. Third exercise, bicep pulses, and finish with lat raises, okay? So, get set. Take a big deep breath in. How we feeling? Feeling good? Here we go. 45 seconds on the clock. And 3, 2, 1. I should have said 45 times 4, because you gotta do it 4 times. No breaks on this one, right? So, 3 minutes of total work to finish off, and then your upper body is done so. Nothing else. So think about really creating tension, creating tension with the loop. If you get to the point where you can't sustain that tension, the most important part is you come up, release the tension, and then bring it down. And that's where the tension lies as you come down in the pull down. So you come up, back down, lift up, back down, less than 10, go into your chest pulses, in 3, 2, go. Chest fly pulses. What I mean by that is really think about what I'm doing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to open up the chest, and then you come back down. So you're trying to fight right here. I know it's shoulders as well. You're squeezing in, opening up, squeezing in. I talked about the pencil on the back. Now I want you to imagine you have a pencil right here in between your chest muscles. So when you open, you squeeze in, open, squeeze in. Feel it. I feel it. Nice. Lift up, and down. Bicep curl pulses. Ready, set, bring it down, and little pulses here. How do your shoulders feel? How do your arms feel? This is where it's gonna become really challenging to create that tension. And if you can't, if your shoulders are shot, because that is constant tension on that, that's part of the burnout, then what I want you to focus on is really try to pull your elbows in, flare your arms out just enough to feel that resistance in your pulse, right? Your hands are up, and you can feel it in the biceps, that little pulse right there. All right, you're almost there.
Oh, man.
You got a minute and a half left. You got this. Okay? To finish, lateral raises. I know it's mean, but that's just how today is going, isn't it? Here we go. Lateral raises and pulse it out. 3, 2, 1. Elbows 90 degrees. Pulse and up. What does that mean if you can't go all the way up? Don't care. I want you to go single arm if you have to. To lift up, give me a little pulse. Lift up, give me a little pulse. Otherwise, pulse it out, and the yellow loop, which is the easiest, should feel like a ton of breaks. Bringing it down to your shoulders. Lift up, back down. Up, back down. Are you sweating? Whew. Almost done right here. Come on, finish this off. 10 seconds left. Finish off the upper body. Day 2. About to be in the bag. In 3, 2, 1. And then just do that. I don't care what it is. On that one. Bring your arm. Go right to the side and push your elbow towards the front. A chicken wing action feels good in the front, and the rear part of the shoulder. How do you feel? pretty good. That's the doozy. It goes by so quick. Super burnout, I feel like it's one of the quicker ones. They're all the same amount of time, but some just feel like they're going so quick. Switch, other side. I like 25 minutes. You get in, you get it done, and you get out. And then you just think about how you can't use arms the rest of the day, right? So as we go through this, that was your first time really pulling tempo into your upper body. And you probably found very quickly, as I did, shoulder stretch, that you had to drop weight very quickly. Don't let that bug you. Don't come out of this workout saying, I didn't get enough, or oh, I didn't do as well as I did last week. The programming for that is on purpose. I'm doing this on purpose to continue to challenge you because we're building your strength and building your endurance as you go through this, all right? So, you're good. You're very, very good. Take one arm, bring it up behind you as much as you can, bring it to the side, little lat stretch, tricep stretch. The good news is, you don't have to do any bicep curls tomorrow. That's the upside. You got core cardio coming up tomorrow, so be ready for that. Last little stretch. Whew. Roll it out, take it out, fingertips underneath, forearm stretch. As we go through this, just remember that everything is about making you stronger, making you fitter, making you better. Last time around, and just like that, week 2, day 2 is done. Nicely done. So, give me a flex, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good job.
All right. We are getting our week 2, day 3 of 25-minute speed train. Go ahead and subscribe, follow along. 44-year-old dad bod, trying to get to bad bod, all that good stuff. 30 pounds down. Let's go.
We're going right into this. I want you to set your feet and heels up and go right into the torso rotations because we got a lot to do, a lot to talk about on this one, and it's only 25 minutes. We don't got a lot of time. But as you saw last week with the first time doing core cardio, not a lot of breaks, right? We stay in that 15-minute world and we go quick transitions with these moves, and that gives you that cardio element. Give me one more each side. And then go ahead and get your feet set in to where you can step out, bend your knees into an inchworm. We start to get the upper body warmed up, shoulders, because you know, as you saw last week, you got some planks, you got some bears, you got a little bit of everything, and this is that full body, right? We always think about core. People just think they should do crunches for a core. Well, core is all the way around. It's not just abs. So that's what we're working on today as well. Last one, keep your feet set. Bring it down as you are sitting into a chair, one arm to the opposite leg, open up into a chair twist, and think about the stretch. We're just opening up, and I know your upper body might be a little fatigued from yesterday.
Yeah,
Yesterday. And that's okay, you're just gonna do the best you can. Work through your modifications as necessary.
Like something fell or something.
Bring it up and around. And really think about it. You're also gonna see some new moves today, moves that you may not have ever done before. And as you do that, and you feel maybe a little lost, just take your time. We got plenty of time to do the moves because you're gonna repeat them every time. Bring it up, roll it out, shoulder stretch, rolls, and let's go right into it. First move is a new one, bear sidewalk. I want you to come down to the floor, hands underneath, you know,
I don't like this one.
Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You come into the bear, but now we add a small walk to one side, walk to the other. Sidewalk left, sidewalk right, whichever direction you want.
These are a struggle for me.
Really stay flat into the bear. Second exercise, on your back, coming up, 90-degree angle, knees to hips to feet, and then I want your fingertips to the temples. You're gonna extend one leg out and go into a single side bicycle twist. So the bicycle kick is usually when you're bringing your feet out. I want just one foot at a time. We're gonna work one side, and then we'll work the other side. All right, let's get ready for this. Bear sidewalk, ready, set, go. Side, side. Walk to the side, walk to the side. You take your time on this one. I don't want you to try to rip out anything quickly.
Yeah, I'm really bad at this.
But as always, in terms of a modification, when it comes to a bear mod is holding the bear position as long as you can. Feet are set to where your knees are cheating. I want your knees right up underneath the hips. You hold the bear, and then when you're ready, you walk to the side, side, walk side, walk side. Nice. 3, 2.
Staying low is hard. I'm sure it's the same for everybody. I doubt I'm special in that, but.
Behind your head, I don't want you to pull on your neck and pull your chin in. Try to keep them right to your temples, elbows open. Extend the foot out. Ready, set, go. Twist and release. Twist and release. You'll feel on the twist that we're going into the obliques, right? So when you lift up, that's your abdominal wall. And then we get to the obliques by getting the twist. If you can't keep your feet lifted, you're going to stay in the crunch. Really think about lifting up and then coming back down. So you're still getting the same movement if you need this modification. And if not, you extend out the leg and you bring it down. And take your time, tuck your chin in, and that's 1, and time. Roll it back over into your bear side walks. Hate to tell you something about the first bear that you're gonna do today, but it's still a whole lot of fun, isn't it? Yeah, get set, get ready, let's go. Bear side walk, bear side walk. Just a little tiny walk, just a little. And what you should be really feeling as you do this is when you're low, as you keep moving through this, is if your hands are starting to move forward, you're gonna start to feel that more in your knees because you're pushing more weight into the back part of the legs. And I want you to really set where you're comfortable in this movement. Even if you're just holding the bear stance, you just hold it, and when you need to, you drop down. Otherwise, you should walk into the side, 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 side. Back stays flat the entire time. Coming up in less than 10. You got this. Sweet. 3, 2, and turn it over. You should. You gonna slap your legs a little bit because you feel it? Yeah. Make sure you switch sides. Bicycle kick the other way. Get set. Release your head down. Downward crunching. 3, 2, go. Extend out. Back down. Take your time on this. So many times people are pulling on their head and they're straining, they're trying to lift up. I want you to lift your head up. I want you to lift into the core, into the abs, and then crunch up. And if your heels are down, you're still gonna lift and crunch all the way up. There's the crunch, then the release. So think about all those options that you have as we go through every single workout to make you keep working. And that's the whole goal here, is to go through every single exercise, 45 seconds each move. That's what we're doing. Send out, and then bring it back. You got 5 seconds left, and you get a break. Ready, set, and break. Good job. Okay, here we go. We're gonna come into this, into a high-low plank. I want you to start low, so we're actually called a low-high plank. How about that? Start low, low, plank, walk up, up, down, down, alternate leg lift. So you're gonna repeat that. Second exercise, you're gonna flip over again, get a dumbbell, grab it in a second, and then you're gonna hold the dumbbell up, extend your feet, scissor your feet over and back. Now in terms of weight, I'm gonna start with a 15-pound dumbbell. You wanna start with that lighter one, 10 to 15 pound, probably max. Come down into your plank, start low, get ready, get set, and let's go. Up, up, down, down, lift, lift. Take your time, go slow. Up, up, down, down, lift, lift. Your feet are gonna be a little bit wider than you might be used to in a plank. Usually feet width, so usually right up underneath your hips. And then you bring them out a little wider, you can drop to your knees as well. If you need to come down, and then on the knee, lift one leg up. And when you lift the leg up, you'll see that creates that instability. So you really focus on the leg and keeping everything tight. Time for one more. Lift and rotate over.
Struggling.
With the dumbbell, hold on to it. Each side of the bell. Lift up. Extend the feet. We're working. Ready, set, go. On the scissors, we're going over and back. Over and back. You know, in terms of height, that's up to you. You can bring your feet down further if you want. But here's the focus, and why we're holding on to a dumbbell as we're doing this, is if your shoulders are flat against the ground, that's awesome. That's gonna help with an anchor point. If you feel like you can get a little bit more, you tuck your chin and you lift your shoulders off the floor just a little bit. Just enough to feel that right here, right down the wall, yep. And then you feel that as you squeeze in. If that's too much, again, what should you be doing? Reverse heel taps to keep working. 3, 2, 1. Anytime you have to extend your legs out, pretty much gonna put you back into those reverse heel taps, just so you know. So now you know that move, right? Get set, get ready. Start, and bring it up. Up, down, down, lift, lift. Up, down, lift, lift. You come down to your knees, pushing up into the plank. You really focus on the plank is not going into what we call a Superman plank, where your hands are in front of you. I want your hands right up underneath, so when you come down, you're set, you can lift, and then you push
That's what I'm doing. Okay.
and down, down. Try to keep your butt low, so if you're up and you're pushing your butt like this, great. You might as well be torquing, okay? No torquing. Drop it down, hold it up, last one, lift up, and rotate. There's no twerking in this workout, sorry. You can do it later though, because you feel good about yourself. Get set, get ready, and let's go. I don't know about you, but I'm breathing heavy. I'm out of breath. And it's not just because I'm talking, it's because I'm working. And that's the whole point, right? As we go through this core cardio, quick breaks, full body movements, and you really get into it. If you need to, remember on the dumbbell, because you're gonna start to fatigue, so you're gonna start to shrug and you're gonna start to strain to lift up. There should be any straining. So this is your spot. This is where you always come back to if you need to, and you're still gonna keep working through that entire 45 seconds. Otherwise your feet come up, and you extend out. Feel it? Feeling good, sweating too. That's the idea. In 3, 2, 1, set it down. Good job. All right. You're gonna need a weight for the second exercise. I'm gonna grab it quick so we can go into the first one, because the first one we really gotta talk about. Second exercise I'm gonna show you first because it's a little bit easier. Knees right up underneath, weight to one shoulder. You're gonna bring it up, around, and then back the other way, really feeling the length in the abdominals. That's called a kneeling halo. The first move though is called a bear slide through. As we go into this bear stance, you're gonna lift up one leg, tuck and turn, push through the other side, bring it up, and bring the other way around. It's called a bear drive through. All right, we're gonna try it out. We're gonna take it slow. In 3, 2, 1. Lift up the weight, shift to one side. You're gonna rotate through. You pivot on the ball of the opposite foot, and you drop your hip down. So as you lift up, you'll see as I lift, I'm bringing my hip underneath, extend the leg, bring it back down. If this is too much for you, your modification is you're gonna lift up the opposite hand and opposite knee in the bear stance. Lift, lift. And when you do this, and the more you get used to it, then you can start to lift up and back down.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And back down. If you've never done any sort of drive through before, this will feel weird, but I promise you the more you do it, you're gonna get your leg out, last one, and set down.
Okay.
And it's a lot to do very quickly. So grab your dumbbell, knees right up underneath the hips, lift the chest, dumbbell to the side. We're going halo in 3, 2, go. Lift up, around, circle your head very closely, and come back the other way. What happens is as the weight comes back, you're not leaning back. I don't want you to actually lean your whole torso backwards, but I want you to feel the stretch as your arms come up overhead. This allows you to lift, stretch out, and then you have that little bit of a crunch down as you bring the weight back to the front. Nice. And the question for you is, how you breathing right now? It's that bear kick through. It's that bear drive through that gets me every time. It's a good one. Last one. And time. Bring that off to the front. Get it out of the way. Back to your bear drive through. Get your hands set first. Then your knees are right up underneath the hips. We come up and we go. Let's see it. Slow control. Bring it back. I don't want any sort of leg coming up into the air. This is where the control comes in. Is when you kick out, you shouldn't be bringing your leg up in towards the sky. You're just kicking it, driving through towards the opposite wall. Come back towards the opposite wall. Come back. Take your time. And you'll feel the weight settle down into the back foot. And when it settles, you get set, you have your balance, you come back, and then you pivot around to the other side. Don't worry, we're going to be doing these all throughout the program, so you're going to get plenty of time to rock them out. Control it is one of my favorite moves, which is why I put it in here, because it's a great challenge. Last one, and back. Grab your dumbbell. Get set. How you feeling? Sweaty? Here we go. Get set. Get ready. Dumbbell up. And let's go. Open up. Hold on to the dumbbell. Firm grip as always. You hold the dumbbell, and I'm a 10-pound dumbbell right now. It doesn't have to be heavy. There's no need for that right now. There's never a need to go heavy weights in this type of workout with the core cardio. Because we're not going heavy, we're just going a little added resistance to get a little bit more out of every move. Back, down. You'll feel also in terms of shoulder mobility from yesterday, right? How does that feel? Might feel a little tight. That's okay. Bring it back. And down. You got time for a couple more. Back around. All right, last two. Last one. And time. Nicely done. Bringing it up. Done with the weight. You're gonna come down to the floor.
Again.
And you're gonna go knee to elbow pulse. What I want you to do is coming down on your back. We're gonna focus on staying into a pulse crunch. So now you bring your hands to the front of your head and you're gonna try to stay in a crunch and let your knees and your elbows not come more than a few inches apart from each other. Then you're gonna come around. You're gonna come back into a low plank. You're gonna give me one plank jack and then bring your knees in for a bear stance. Back out. Jack, bear. That's how we finish it. Let's get ready. Knee pulse crunch, ready, set, go. Little crunches right here. What we're doing here is we're staying loaded the entire time. So there's no full release down. I want you to stay lifted right here. If you have to, you drop your heels, but you stay crunched and lifted the entire time. So you can feel that. Right? Everything is flexed and working for full 45 seconds. Pulses. So you imagine the knees aren't moving and the elbows are going up and back down, but they can only go a few inches apart. Nice. A little crunch. You're breathing through the crunches. 3, 2, good. Roll over into your little plank. Now I want you to get set. Get ready for the jack. You can walk your feet out and walk your feet in. So start your knees, get set. Get ready, and we go. One jack, one bear. One jack, one bear. When you jump into your bear, look, here's the option. Is a step, in, out, out. There is no way for you to jump into your bear and have your butt come up into the air. This is the only time I'm gonna say your booty can pop. Your booty can pop up. So you bring it out, and back. But take your time. Lift up and out, and back down. And try not to drop your hips. When you jump in and jump back out, your hips are not dropping down towards the floor. You're staying loaded up the entire time. Good. Walk out, in, out. Last one, and time. Roll over. That's the beauty of a one to finish you off, I know. Okay. Back to knee to elbow pulses. I got sweat everywhere. Hopefully you do too. Here we go. 3, 2, go. Pulse. Little pulses. So you're trying to get the most you can out of it. Again, if your heels are down, that's totally fine. But I want you to think about, if my elbow is coming to my thigh, great. I'm still standing at crunch. But I want you to try to bring your elbows up and actually touch your knees. So that's making you lift even higher into the crunch, and then you bring the crunch down towards your feet. So now you're getting a full height and distance crunch, and everything is staying loaded in. I'm a sweaty mess right now. You should be too. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Roll it over. Come back. 45 seconds of your plank jack to bear. I want to see it. I want to see you load up, lock it in. Let's finish this off. Get ready. Get set. And let's go. Bring it out. Bring it in. And back. Out. In. Back in. Now take your time. There's no reason to go fast on this one because if you go fast, you're just going to do more. Okay. So take your time on this one. Show me the option if you need to. But the point here is to try to move the entire time, walking in and out, for the full 45 seconds. And that's a lot. I know I'm asking a lot of you right now, but I'm going to keep asking a lot. It's a 25-minute workout, so you got to push through it as you go. Use these options to keep moving the whole time. You got less than 10 seconds left. Back down, out, out. In 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Did you remember what we have to do? We have to go into a burnout. I have stuff everywhere. Okay, 4 exercises, 45 seconds each. First move, bear sidewalk, right where we were. So we're gonna step into it. Bear sidewalk, 45 seconds. You're gonna drop right down, go into the high-low plank, or we call it the low-high plank, right? Down low, up, lift, lift. You're gonna flip over, go into your knee to elbow pulses, and then you get to finish. I'm just gonna tell you, you have to finish with that plank jack to bear. It's okay, you can hit me. Here we go, bear sidewalks. Get ready, 3 minutes on the clock. Ready, set, go. Walk out, walk back. Walk out, walk back. Think about this. 2 minutes. Up and down move. Of each move, 4 moves, that's a lot. So as you go through and you pace yourself, you're supposed to get to that point. That's why I call it burnout, where you have to feel like you're gonna drop. So use your options, use your modifications. If you, whatever you need to do, even if you do one sidewalk, you drop down, come back up, one sidewalk, drop back down. I don't want you to do a sidewalk and then push up. Okay, you just walk, and then walk. Bring it back, and back down. Great. Get ready, come into your point. Ready, set, go. Come out, walk down, give me the leg lift, and then walk right back up. Up, down, lift, lift. Up, down, lift, lift. What's your mod? Right here. And at this point, most of the time, you should be in your mod. You should be. And if you can start your mod, great. If you drop down to it right now, even better. That's what I want. I want you to get to this point right now where you have to take the break. You have to take the break. Where you're like, I got nothing left. You ready to roll over? Down, roll over. Knee to elbow pulses right into it. Crunch in. Whew. And even on the crunch, how does that feel right now? Even on the crunch, I can feel the shaking of my core, of my abs are shaking right there. And that's how I know the muscles are fatigued, right? You're going through this. And as you're going through this, you're going to get more out of it. So, if you feel like you're dropping and you can't lift as high, that's fine. Heels down and stay in the crunch. Lift up as much as you can. Try to feel a squeeze right down the middle of your core. Crunch in, whatever you need to do. You got this. One exercise left to finish this off. You got it. Flip over. Plank. Jack to bear. 3, 2, go. Roll over. Flip over. Into it. And go right to the boot. Plank. There. Flat jack. There. Take your time. Walk out. And the last move. Last exercise. Last 45 seconds before you finish. So you just keep moving, even if you're in the option right now. The modification application is still one heck of a challenge. Bring it up and back, and then push through to finish off.
Man.
Walk out, bring in. You got less than 10 seconds. You got this. Walk out, in. Get that whole move. 3, 2, 1, and then just adjust yourself.
Yeah, that was sloppy.
And push into a little baby cobra. Ooh! How did that go? Does it look like this? I hope so. Okay, use the baby cobra to lift up, and that's a great stretch right down the abs. Abdominal wall, that should feel really good. And then take your hands underneath, push back, child's pose, knees out, butt towards your heels, reach out. Whew. Good stretch. Then shift your body weight, tuck your toes, lift up into down dog. Get set. So you can stretch back and forth. And then elbow 2. Step your feet in, pendulum roll it up. All the way up to the top. And put yourself together. And then just a shoulder stretch to finish off. That was a lot, I know. It's fast. Core cardio is so quick, you only have 45 seconds. I ain't got a lot of time to talk you through these things, but I'm telling you, the more you do it, and you know, keep progressing these moves, keep progressing your fitness as we go through it. So, way to go on that one. Nicely done. You got lower body up tomorrow, so be ready for that. We're gonna keep working in the tempos. That's
All
what
right.
we do, and that is where we stay throughout the rest of this program, is working in tempos.
All right, Ginger Fitness, Kevin, 44-year-old dad, getting in shape, dad bod. Go ahead and follow along. We are starting our 25-minute speed train. We do day 4, so lower body. Let's get it.
Week 2, day 4, right back into the lower body, and the format is super burnout, so we're going to get into that one in terms of super burnout. As you remember, get all the exercise out of the way, hold the burnout to the end, because it's super to do. So let's get ready for the warm-up. Start with some leg swings, step 1 foot into the floor, and just start with a movement forward and back. This is just going to bring a little bit of flexibility into your hips and then into the glutes. How do you feel it? Feeling good? Yeah. Core cardio yesterday wasn't so bad. I mean, it was bad. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Bring it up and back down. Other side, up and down. So as you come into your second round of your lower and upper body, the second half of the week, you have the exercises that are different, right, in the week than what you did earlier in the week, but they're complementary. So I always want you to remember that all of these workouts are put together for a reason. Last one, set your foot, now set back into the glutes and reach down, hamstring stretch, come up and tap. So if you ever feel like you're doing exercise at the beginning of the week and you're like, okay, that was all right, but I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the week, I promise you, it's not through, it's made to be put together. And you're going to start to see that more and more, especially today, as we finish off the lower body for week 2. Last one, and then come up into quads. Still working with tempo. What's the tempo? 2 by 2. 2 and 2 is your tempo, is what you're working with this week. So we're going to stay with that. Also bringing in a new exercise today. I've been waiting for it. I was excited about it. And I think you're going to like it. Because I think you're going to like what it does for your legs. All right, so shake it out. Here we go. First 2 exercises, we're going to go into the staggered deadlift. Remember, with a dumbbell, hold it on the dumbbell. One hand, down 2, up 2. That is going to be your tempo. In terms of weight, so grab a 20. For that one, yeah, just kidding. I'm going to grab a 25. Okay. And then with the weight, you're going to have the new exercise. It's called a swing. You're going to use a dumbbell. And what that means is you're going to have your feet wide enough to where you can come down. It's not a sumo width, but it's wide enough to where it allows you to hold on to the dumbbell right up underneath. You're going to bend your knees, bend your legs, lift up towards the top, and this is how you swing the dumbbell up, is actually through your lower body. As the weight drops down, you're going to squeeze your glutes and quads to lift up, hip thrust forward, right back down. This control movement is so good for everything in the lower body. I'm going to teach you how to do it correctly. So, you're going to choose a way to coordinate. First things first, let's get into the staggered leg deadlift. One leg first, hips are square, 2 by 2 tempo. Ready, set, go. Down, 2, up, 2. I'm going to remind you of the tempo because you had to take that day off from me yesterday. Bring it down, 2, up, 2. But no matter what, in terms of a tempo, what do you not sacrifice? Your form. Thinking about everything you've already learned in terms of staggered leg deadlift. Single leg, the back foot is just a kickstand. The way to set into the front foot. This allows you to sink down, really get into the hamstring and glutes. It's my favorite way to do a deadlift for that reason. Bring it down, 2, up, 2. Your range is going to be down as far as you feel the stretch in the hamstring. And you squeeze your booty cheek right there as you lift up to the top. Same with the tempo. Down, 2, up, 2. Stay with it. Down and up. Last 1, 2, up, 2. Set it down. If you've never done a swing before in terms of a dumbbell, kettlebell, you've probably heard of kettlebell swings before. Now I want you to choose a weight. It doesn't have to be super heavy, but enough to feel the weight that's going to hold you down. So I'm going to start with 25. Set your feet, hold on to the bell, firm grip, and let's go. You're going to drop down, lift up, drop down, lift up. In terms of a swing, your upper body is not doing any work right now. What I mean by
I don't like that.
is giving me the momentum to lift up. So let's do that. As I bend my legs and my knees, drop down to the heels, dumbbell comes back, and then my glutes are going to start to push. Hips push up, right back down. Lift up and down. Core is locked in. There shouldn't be any sort of pull or feeling of a pull in your lower back. If you do, that means you're dropping down and letting the weight pull you into your spine. Don't let that. Make your legs do all the work. Down, lift, and your legs up. You can see as you come down into that squat, lift up, back down. Nice. You've got time for a couple more. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees and shake out. That feel. Right? First time, it'll feel a little bit weird, but I promise the more you do it, the more you get that into your legs. I felt that right off the bat. Switch your feet into your staggered leg. Get set. We're going to dive down to the side. Ready, set, go. 2 and 2. Bring it down, down, up, up. It stays square. Stays flat. I'm going to remind you of that every time we do a deadlift because I have so many instances where I see people tuck their chin and they look at their feet and they look at my back right now as I do this. You're just falling forward. Lift up. Proper posture. My mom always told you when you were a kid, right? No slouching. So you stay lifted up. Maybe that was just me. No slouching. And so my kids all the time sit up. Don't slouch. So you gotta sit back, down, down, up, up. That proper posture is setting you up for a perfect deadlift in the future. Who knew? Up, up. Stay with it. Feel the stretch. Squeeze the glute. There's your power. Last one. And good. Set it down. Shake it out. You're gripping a lot today. So you shake it out as you need to. And then think about back to the swings. What was the dumbbell like in terms of weight selection? Was it enough? Did it need to be a little bit heavier? Or need to be a little bit lighter to get started? Let's pick them up. Bend your legs first. Let's go. Lift up. And down. When you do this, and this is how you know you're doing it correctly, is there's no, my upper body doesn't feel a thing, honestly. You're gonna bring it down, and my legs are doing all the work. So my legs come down, you see my chest drops, and this allows me to bring it back, lift up, by squeezing your glutes and pushing your hips forward. And you can really feel that as you come up to the top, is your booty cheeks squeeze in, and then back, lift up, and down. You don't have to go fast on this one, but just make sure you hold on to the dumbbell, please. Whatever you're doing, don't let it go flying. Down, lift up, down, lift up. The more you do that,
Stretching.
the less you're going to want to bend your legs because they're getting fatigued. So you don't have a pull in the lower back. Squeeze the glutes and lift up. Nice. In 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Lock it out. Shake it out. Good job. Next block, 2 exercises. You're going to go lighter in your weight because we go into the negative lunge, if you remember that from last week. Negative lunges do not require a heavy weight. I'm going to go 15s. And then second exercise, as we go through this, is alternating reverse lunges. So lots of lunges in this one, and I want you to choose that weight in terms of negative lunge. Remember, you start on the floor. Put something underneath your knee, push up your toe, lift up, back down. Then you come up. Stay with the leg weight. I want you to challenge that to be able then to come into alternating reverse lunges. Choose your range of motion. Again, it's a lot of lunges in one block, I know, but we're really trying to increase that time under tension, right? So get set first. Weight set. Come all the way down to the floor. Negative lunges. Let's go. Lift up. Change and adjust as you need to. Come right back down. Lift up and down. You will find, you should find, that from those swings, it lifted your heart rate, right? That's how we want it. Minimal breaks, heart rate, little cardio component in every single workout. What should that negative lunge look like? Remember, if any point this is too much, you don't have to do any weight whatsoever, because this is a bit of a challenging move. So as you're coming down, even if you have no weights, you have the back toe staying tucked, squeeze up and lift, and then right back down. If you need to adjust, you bring your leg a little bit more, you lift up, and back down. All right, so finish that off though. 60 full seconds of one side. You got less than 10. Lift up, and down. Lift up, and down. Last one. Nice. Step it in. We'll shake it out. I'm gonna stick with the 15s, and then we're gonna go into that reverse stepping lunge, alternate side. All right, this is really where you start to feel it. Get ready, get set, and go. Step back, and up. The negative lunges, we started from the bottom. Now you're starting from the top.
Start from the
You
bottom.
have to go very deep into your lunges, right? You're stepping back, lifting up, not letting your chest drop forward. In terms of your legs are fatiguing, this is how you know you're fatiguing, is you start bending your upper body, move your upper body more. Make your legs do all the work. Down, straight lift. Down, straight lift. You see my knee isn't going very far down, it's only going halfway down. That's all you need to do on this one, because you already got the negative lunges. Down, back up. It's gonna save your knees as well. Down, back up. Lots of movements today in the lower body. I hope you don't lose your legs the rest of the day. Down, right back up. Oof. You got it in 3, 2, 1. Sit down. All right, so switching sides, incline negative, so get the weights ready to go. Make sure you have your other legs ready to go. Other side, ready, set, go. Tuck your toe, lift up, right back down. Lift up, right back down. Remember, you don't, when you come down, remember to not bring it down.
I remember what I did first.
Slam your knee into the floor. This is about your controlled movement. So what I want is when you lift up, you come down, you're coming down just as controlled as when you lift it up. Even if you have no weights or dumbbells. So if you have dumbbells in your hand, you're going to lift up, still have that control to come right back up. All right, so there's no slamming into your knee. But that right there takes all the momentum out. And you gotta use your legs to push up. My legs are getting tired. Yours should be too. Lift it up. Back down. Lift it up. Back down. A few seconds left. You got time for 2 more. Last one. Oof. Come up. Shake it out. And how is that time under tension working for you? Because 15s feel really heavy right now. So now we gotta alternate. Reverse lunges. Get ready. Get set. Let's finish off this block. Go down and lift. The top part of the reverse lunge, honestly, is almost welcoming at this point. After a negative lunge, you're like, oh, thank you. Or letting me not have to go all the way down. That's how I feel when I'm doing these. Down, back up. No swinging of the dumbbells. If they're starting to swing, that means you got momentum. You need to slow down, and you need to change your weight. Down, lift. Woo. Oh yeah. Not messing around. We got 25 minutes with you. I gotta give you everything I can in those 25 minutes. Bring it down, lift up. Down, lift up. Stay on pace as best you can, or on the pace that works for you. Down, right back up. You got it. One more each side. Last one. And time. Good job. We're going to go into your goblet sumo. So this will go with a little bit of heavy weight. And we're going to go with the tempo of the 2 and 2. Bring it down. 2, up, 2, but normally I would say grab a heavier weight. But this is the third set. So it might be a little bit of a challenge. We're going to start with a 30, and we're going to see how that goes. Then, you're going to go into calf raises. Straight up calf raises, lifting up and back down. No tempo, just the lift. So I have another dumbbell ready to go. I'll stick with my 30s today. How about you? My legs are tiny. It's tired. That's how it works. That means it's good. Okay? Goblet sumo. Let's get set on this one. I want your feet nice and wide. Heels out. Maybe almost look awkward, because that way you can get into your heels. Ready? Tempo. Let's go. Down. 2. Up. 2. As you come into the third block of work with an exercise like this, your legs should feel a little shaky. Right? That's how it should be. Down. 2. Up. 2. Tempo should be a challenge for you. And if it is, that's exactly what I want. And if you have to find your way, that's also exactly what I want. Is to challenge yourself to get to the point where your muscles are saying, okay, we have a lighter. And that means that it's going to come back. That means your muscles are going to come back stronger and have more strength and endurance as we progress. So stay with this. Down, 2, up, 2. And you can just laugh through it. You just laugh through the pain. That's all you got to do. Down, 2, up, 2. Last one. Come up and bend your knees. Set it down. Imagine dumbbells on your calf raises. I want your feet right up underneath the hips. Dumbbells. Let's sit. Right underneath. And let's go. Press up and down. On calf raises, this is what I see a lot. People just lift it up and they fall right back down quick. And it's letting their heels down. Here's what I want you to focus on. Bend your knees slightly. Shift your body weight towards the front of your feet, the front of your shoes, the toes. And with the knees bent slightly, now lift up, hold for a split second, back down. Lift up,
This is one of my favorite
back
things.
down. That knee bend
I love calf
is
raises.
going to push the weight forward just enough to where your calves got to do all the work. And that makes such a difference. So as opposed to just standing straight up, I want you to bend your knees just slightly. Lift up and down. You got it. And if you ever want the challenge, then you can lift up, and before your heels touch the floor, come right back up. So you have a little bit of a floating heel, just like we talked earlier this week about the bridge. Last one, and set it down. Woo. Move one down out of the way. Get ready to go back into your goblet. It's your last block right before the burnout, so get set. Pick up the dumbbell. 2 and 2, get ready, get set. Let's go. Count it down. 2, up, 2. Think about what is going to happen as you fatigue. I already know what's happening. I can tell you right now. You're going to start to do this. A lot of the weight is starting to pull you forward. All that pressure going to your lower back. Got your chest lifted, straight up, 2. If you feel like you can't do that, try bringing your feet just a little bit wider, like an inch wider. And then sink down, up, 2. Stay with your pace. 2, up, 2. Focus on pushing through your heels as you come up right there. Oh, let's pause as you come up. Inner thighs, glutes, quads, sumo gets everything. Bring it down, 2, up, 2. You got time for 2 more. Last 1. Bring it down, and up. Good. Bend your knees, set it down. Woo. Calf raises. How's your legs feel? We got the dumbbells. Let's
Make sure everything's to record.
bend your knees slightly, let your feet are set. We're doing calf raises. Ready, set, go. Up and down. That slight bend in the knee, I'm telling you, is going to make the difference. So if you've been doing calf raises for years and your knees have been locked out and you're just lifting up and back down, this is what I normally see. This is what I want to see. Knees slightly bent. Shift your body weight forward. And then you got it. Lock it out into the calves right here. Lift up and down. And then try to float those last 30 seconds to lift up and back down. If you can't, that's fine. That should be at the point where coming back down is really challenging because the weight is just trying to drag you down. And your calves are shot, your stabilizers are shot. Good. Because mine are too. Straight lift and down. 10 seconds to go. Straight up. Whoop. Try not to go too fast. That's exactly what happens. You lose your balance. Lift up. Down. Last 1. And set it down. All right. Turn out. Grab a loop. Fancy. I'm feeling strong. You're going to go 2 moves with the loop, 2 moves without the loop. First move, set the loop up underneath 1 foot. Quick transition on this one. You're going to hold the loop in the opposite hand. Set the leg back. A front loaded lunge. Remember how we don't go all the way back for a front load. Bend your knee. Set. And I want you to stay in a pulse. Quick transition to the other side. Go right into it. And then you're going to lose the loop. Go into your duck raises. Into your pigeon calf raises. Okay? Okay. Let's see a set. 1 foot. Remember, 3 minutes of work to finish this off. Your legs should be completely done at the end of that. Get ready, get set, and let's go. Down, pulse. I want you to try to have no bottom, no top. Just set right here. And you'll see the quad right out is just firing like crazy on this. And that's exactly what I want, is the quad to fire and stay loaded for 45 seconds. And your back knee allows you to push into the front heel. You can tilt forward a little bit more because we don't have a weight pushing us forward. I'm okay with
Like
that.
I've had a few knee surgeries on, but it's a little different.
Yeah.
A little deformed on that side. But
Less than 10. Quick transition.
hamstring is used to replace my ACL.
2, 1. Just step in, you change. Right
There we go.
Just debut.
Alright, here.
I don't know which
This
way
one's
feels
just
tired at this point. This one feels tired too. It goes up there. Right there. Right as I get to the top, I can feel my leg starting to shake and twitch. And that means all the muscles are just done. And that's how I want you to get to that point. Upper body's not doing a thing, it's just holding on to the loop. This is all my lower body doing the work right now. Do not pull on this loop up and down. You just hold on to it. Make your legs do the work. You're going to do a little bit. Finish with your body weight calf raises. Ready, set, and go. Bring it out. Bring your heels out. Heels in, toes out, right into your duck calf raises. So I want you to think about bend your knees and try to lift up and stay lifting. Do not let your heels touch the floor until this is over. Okay? So lift up, squeeze at the top. You got to squeeze at the top. A split second squeeze, and then you come right back down. So you shift your body weight forward just enough to load them up. Woo. And just let the sweat drip to the floor. While you do this, focus on something that's not moving to keep your balance. And then you're going to finish with pigeon, toes in, heels out. Ready, set, go. Quick change, right to it. This one again, you can bend your knees and your legs can touch. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're shifting your body weight forward a little bit, you'll feel that difference. So if you're here and you're lifting up versus shifting forward, lifting up and down. Straight lift. Again, focus on something that's not moving. Get to the top and do that split second hold. Lift up and back down. Back down. Up and down. You got it. Almost done. Finish this off. Then your legs are done. Lower body is done for the day. And 3, 2, 1. Shake it out.
I think I burn.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. All right, give me a little hamstring hold now. Push back. Just hold that move, and then you can come down if you want. You can come a little bit lower. Reach for the outside of the foot. Don't ever force it. Oh, let your heart rate start to come down. It came up during the swings and never dropped back down. Suicide. That's kind of the idea again, right? Quick breaks, quick transitions, short breaks, everything. Just keeps us moving the entire time. So I love these workouts. Get in, get done, and you move on with your day. All right, step one leg back, all the way back. Push your heel down. So you start upright, push the heel down, get set, and then you can shift your body weight to the front. A little hip flex your calf stretch. Goodness. So just slow everything down. Switch sides. Bring it down. Remember, as we stretch through these things, we work through cool down, it's just letting your heart rate drop. So even after your workout, you're gonna feel warm, but as you move on with your day, your body's cooling down, but it doesn't mean it's stopping with working. Quad stretch. Keep building muscle throughout the day. The muscles are working, they're recovering. So that's why we wanna smoke them now, because then they're gonna work for you the rest of the day. That's the idea. Switch sides. Other side. Hip to the front. Yeah. Now that your lower body's done, you know what we gotta do tomorrow? Upper body, all of that stuff. Just shake it out. Last little stretch. Twist it out. You are done. Way to go. There's your second lower body for the week. Week 2, we're just
right.
The training is moving. Right? Upper body tomorrow. So I will see you.
All right. We are Ginger Adventure Fitness, dad bod to bad bod, 44 years old dad, trying to get in shape, live a better, healthier, I guess more sustainable life. All that good stuff, working on 25-minute speed train. If you don't know, down 30 pounds, Kevin, working to lose more. P90X Generation X is done, Dig In is done. Subscribe, follow along. We're working on the 25-minute speed train with Joe Freeman right now. And let's get going. We got upper body today.
All right, welcome back. We are in week 2, day 5. Going right back into upper body. You knew this was coming though, because you did lower body yesterday, upper body today. You're starting to see how this works? Yeah, you get it. Okay. Burnout is what's happening today in terms of your format, which means we do one exercise 3 times through, and then you go into your burnout with the loop. So let's get set, let's get ready, and let's get warmed up. Open up your chest, start with the chest openers. Bring your hands across your body and then open up. Bring it back down. The good news is I gave you a few days for your upper body to recover, right? You did lower body yesterday, so your arms feel all strong, your shoulders, your chest, your back feels ready to go. Of course it does. Even if it doesn't, you still gotta do this. As we get into this, we're still staying in the tempo world of 2 and 2, and today, we're really sticking with it. All 4 weighted exercise, I want you to really dial in the 2 and 2, okay? It's your last chance to do it for the week. All right, so take your hands down onto the thighs, arch your back up, feel the stretch, cat stretch. Big curve in the spine, that should feel wonderful. And then flatten back out, push your butt down, lengthen, back up. Oh, does feel really good. Should feel good too as you drop down, even after yesterday, right? Into the hamstrings and the glutes. Always feels nice on that one. Give me one more, flatten out, curve up, and then roll it up, and then give me a little forearm stretch, forearm bicep. Gonna finish this off with some bicep curls today, so you gotta really make sure that everything is loosened up. Roll it out, other side, and we're gonna get to work. So first exercise is going down today. It's gonna be a chest press. And as I mentioned, we're staying with your 2 and 2, your 2 by 2, right? So it's 2 up, 2 down. Every single weighted exercise that you're doing today is that. So be ready for it, have that in your head in terms of your weight selection. Because with your weight selection, if you notice, when we go into
Get my yoga mat here.
you're not always going to be lifting that heavier weight, right? So yes, I mentioned that. Keep talking about this. I keep telling you over and over again that the progressions are going to be a little bit different as we change your tempos. But start with what you think you can do. I'm going to start with 25s, and then always be ready. If you need to, you can go a little bit lighter. Have your loop nearby because you're going to go into, after your chest press, 3 times through, we're going to go into looped pullovers. That's going to be your burnout loop for the 45 seconds. But with the chest press, what I want you to really focus on today is thinking about where you should be. Elbows just below your shoulders, staying right in line with the chest as you press up, and then right back down. No matter how many times I say it, I know people are still going to bring it up into the shoulders, so let's not do that. All right, so let's get set. Pick the dumbbells up. Let's get ready. And we are working upper body in 3, 2, go. Press up, 2, down, 2. That is your tempo. That is your home. That is where you're going to be this entire workout. Is your 2 by 2. Lifting up, 2, down, 2. Because you're here for so long, especially with 60 seconds, you got plenty of time to figure out where you should be feeling it, where you shouldn't be feeling it. All right, so we're going to talk about it. Where you should is in your chest, not in your shoulders. If you feel like that you are straight line from your dumbbell to your shoulder, all the way to the other side, that means you're going straight up and you're pushing too high up. Bring your elbows in, you push it up, and down, 2. You should feel that difference. The minute you pull your elbows downward towards your body, you're going to really feel it into the middle of the chest. Stay with it. You're coming up to the last few seconds. Nice. In 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Come on up. And then you just take your hands behind your back and lift the chest. That's going to be your quick little stretch. Remember, you only have 15 seconds. So that's it. That's all you get. Pick up the dumbbells, lay on back down, get set, get ready, and we're going round 2. Press it up, 2, down, 2. You're going to start to fatigue, right? This is where endurance starts to come in. So the thing that's going to happen is you're going to start to bring your shoulders up. You're going to start to try to shrug. So if you need to, this is where I want you to lighten your weight. Start to lighten the weight. That's why I said have some lighter weight ready to go. And that's going to allow you to keep moving to the tempo for the full 60 seconds. Down, 2, up, 2. Right? I got 25-pound dumbbells and I feel it. I might even drop. That's okay. That's good. That's what we want, right? We're going through this. And this is really, as you've already discovered this program, you gotta check your ego at the door thinking, oh, I can lift heavier weights. I changed that mentality very quickly on this one. And it even happens with me too as we go through this, but I know I'm still doing so much. Last one, bring it down and reset. I'm gonna grab some lighter weights real quick because I don't want to lose my form. So I'm gonna get ready. Lay on back down. Come on down. Get set. Get ready. And press up and down. Up, 2, down, 2. When you reach that fatigue point and you go to lighter weights, they still feel heavy. That's not the way it works. When you think about, oh, I'm gonna lift lighter weights and it won't be as hard. It is. That's the muscle saying, man, I'm tired. I don't want to do anymore. Well, you say, too bad. Keep going. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're pushing them to get stronger. Stay with your tempo. Up, 2, down, 2. 30 seconds left. This is your 3rd set. So you're finishing this off before you go into the burnout. And that's how you know you got the right weight, where you're almost to the point where you're like, Joel, I got almost nothing left. And I'm like, great. That's how you know you're doing it right. Keep the tempo. Up, 2, down, 2. You got this. Stay with it. Less than 10. Press it up. Back down. Last one. 2, down, 2. Get rid of the dumbbells. Grab your loop. Whatever loop you want to do. Yellow's easiest, green's medium. Blue is hard. I'm sticking with yellow because there's not much left in my chest. create the tension and squeeze in your chest as you come back. That constant tension of the loop, and you'll feel it as you bring it back. You can see your chest start to lift, right? A little chest lifting, why not? Lift up, and back out. Woo. This is not very much resistance in the grand scheme of things, but it should feel like a lot of resistance. That's how you know that you're doing it right.
Man.
10 left. Open up. Close it. You've got time for 2 more. Last one. And done. Bring it down. Get rid of that. Okay. Come on up. You are not going to need the heavier dumbbells. So, change them up. We're going into lateral raise. Going into shoulders. And I want you to think about this for a second in terms of your weight selection. Lateral raise. Longer lever. Shoulder away from the body. In a 2 and 2. The 2x2 tempo with the lateral lateral raise means lighter weights. I'm going to tell you that right now. These are 10-pound dumbbells. Up, 2, down, 2 is going to get heavy very, very fast. Okay? Then you're going to go into your loop. I'll tell you about the post-delt pull in a second. But for now, I want you to focus on what's coming. Elbows in. Lock them in a bent position. You're going to lift up straight away from your body. And we're working. Ready, set, go. Up, 2, down, 2. That's your tempo. That's where you live for 60 seconds of a lateral raise. That's a lot. But I know I'm getting so much. We talk about levers. Longer lever is further away from your body. I don't want the elbows bent at the 90-degree angle here. I want the long lever away from your body, but never lock out a joint. Always keep the elbows locked in that bent position, so they always have that slight bend. And then there's no shrugging. There's no pulling the chin in. Nothing else moves but your arms. And if you're doing that, then you'll feel that right into the middle part of your shoulder and back down. But if you have to have your elbows below the weights, I need you to lighten the weight up. If you can lift the dumbbells really high up, then you should go heavier weight. It's a little bit of a dance in trying to find the right weight. Last one, lift it up. 2, down, 2, set down. Ask yourself, how did that feel? And I want to keep that momentum going. So I'm going to drop weight a little bit. 7.5. 7.5. You never thought that would feel heavy, but it does. Doesn't matter how heavy it is. Let's go right into it. So let's think about this. Lift up, 2, down, 2. Kickstand your feet if you need to, so nothing else is moving. But I want you just to really focus on that line, that straight line as you lift up from shoulder to elbow to wrist. So there's nothing coming up high, there's nothing coming up low. It's just a perfect straight line for 2 up and 2 down. Lift up, 2, down, 2. 30 seconds left. I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to end with 5s. Nothing wrong with that. I have no ego in this. It's not going to bug me because I know it's coming. And this is the whole point of progression, that time under tension. Tempo training is just brutal. It's just mean. But we do it because it works. Lift straight up and straight back down. You got it. Almost done. You got time for one more. Last one. Bring it down.
All right. Whew.
Go ahead and grab these real quick. Don't grab back over again. Got the 5s. They're going to feel heavy. You are too. No matter what you're using, let's finish it going. 3rd set. Ready, set, go. Up, 2, down, 2. We talk about it. I keep telling you. Constant motion. So if you are able to do a couple reps with whatever weight you have, and you stop, because you need the break, I want you to go get lighter weights. So the whole rest of this set is constant motion. Up 2, down 2. No stopping. That constant movement is really how we're building in the endurance to your muscles. 30 seconds left. 5 pounds feels like a lot. As you lift it up, and bring it down. Up, 2, down, 2. I don't have anything lighter than 5 pounds, so this is what I'm set with. But if you got lighter than 5 and you need to go with it, then go with it. But finish this off. You got it, less than 10. Down, 2. Oh my goodness. Woo. Got time for one more. Lift up, 2. Down, bring it in. Quickly, grab your loop. Signal the yellow on this one if you don't pull this move before. I want your arms out. Create tension. Pull straight back into a high rear delt pull. In 3, 2, 1. Open up, pull back, and then bring it in. When I say rear delt pull, this is what I'm talking about. Rear deltoid, keep going. This is your rear delt. We want to create a nice rounded shoulder lift, and you do this by pulling up and back. And the way we do it is to keep our elbows high versus pulling in. We don't want to work necessarily back muscles right now, so we keep the elbows up. And you'll feel that right here, right in the back of the shoulder, yeah? That's what we're doing. So that rest of the time, pull up and back. Woo. Shoulders are about shot. That's how it should be, right? Finish it off. Coming up, 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Throw it away. Going into some back, rotating row. This is gonna go into a medium weight. And again, with your 2s, I'm gonna change my mind on this one. I'm gonna go 17s. Because I'm rotating. Now rotating row. Set the feet, grabbing with the hips. Going into a regular setup for a row. But here's the difference. I want your knuckles to come towards the front. And then as you lift up, you're gonna rotate up into a regular row. Back down, rotate the knuckles back out. As we do this, up 2, back down 2, that rotational movement is gonna allow a little bit more of an extension into the back, right? We get a little bit more of a stretch into the muscle, and then we really activate by pulling the elbows in. Remember, you're gonna keep them nice and close as you go through this, all right? So, pick them up. 2 by 2 tempo, rotating row. Ready, set, go. Lift up, 2, down, 2. Think about your setup, your core, right? As we're bent forward, I don't want to have anything hurting in your lower back. So if you're doing that and you feel like you're pushing your stomach out or you have that arch, you can kickstand 1 foot back, bend your knees a little bit, and that should help you as you're coming up. Up, 2, down, 2. Feel the weight. Now we're shifted. I was just talking about rear deltoid. Now I'm going right into the back muscles. So as I lift up, I'm coming up towards the side of my body and right back down. And you want to think about that. As you come up, you're not shrugging the shoulders. It's not a shoulder shrug. It's a lift up, back down. You got less than 10. Finish it off. Got time for the last 1, 2, down, 2. Set it down and roll your shoulders out. Right? So think about pulling up and back, getting into those back muscles, right? So pick it up. Let's do it again. Get set. I like the kickstand on this one. Get ready. Let's go. Pick it up. 2, down, 2. That tempo, it changes everything, doesn't it? We're like, man, I was repping these out last week. What happened? Slowed you down. When you slow it down, you're gonna really find it's gonna change the weight. But it doesn't mean you're not working harder. It doesn't mean you're lifting less. You're just lifting for longer. That time under tension works every single time, right? And those words, time under tension, those 3 words are gonna be ingrained in your skull if they're not yet. Straight lift and back down. If you're starting to shrug, if you're starting to try to have to use momentum to pull up, I want you to lighten the weight to stay with perfect form the entire time. Lift up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2. You got it. Don't lose the tempo. Got time for 1 more. Up, 2, down, 2. Bend your knees and roll it out. Lift your chest up. Torso rotation. Try 1 more time through before we go into the burnout. So bend the knees, pick them up. Get set. Number 3, here we go. Ready, set, go. Up 2. Right back down. Think of all those things that you should be focusing on when we work at the muscles in terms of form, right? So we're not gonna look down at our knees. I want you to look a few feet in front of you. Flat back. Yeah. Core comes comes in, that means your belly button drawn in towards your spine, and you're not trying to lift your chest up as you go through. So I'm not gonna lift my chest as I do my row. I'm gonna stay stationary, stay flat, stay loaded up, so I can really get into the back muscles and back down. Up, 2, down, 2. So it's a 2x2 day. All the weighted exercises. Getting in the tempos, getting your body used to it. Right back down. Lift up, 2, down. Almost there, stay with it. Finish it off. Bring it up and down. Last one. Bring it up, 2, down, 2.
All right.
Nicely done. All right, grab your loop. Going into the loop bow pull. One of the faves for the neck. Your hands are gonna be out. I want you to lift up and pull back, and then the other way. All right, let's finish this off. It feels really cool at the same time. Ready, set, go. Open up. It's just like you're pulling an arrow back on a bow, and then right back in. So your chest is gonna open just a little bit. That allows you to really get the pull. But I want your hips to stay square. Hips are staying square so you get the twist, and then you pull the elbow back and really feel the back muscles contract, right? And this, again, even with the yellow loop, should feel challenging. Open up and right back. Open up, right back. Woo. It's only 45 seconds, but man, it can feel like a lot. That's how the whole idea of a burnout move. One more each side. Last one, and done. Nicely done. Only one more to go. You got 3 down, 1 to go. Biceps. And think about biceps for a second. Thinking. I'm thinking about it. All right, I'll start with this. I'm going to do my 12s. I'm going to start with this. And the reason I'm thinking about this is because, again, as we go working through that 2x2, that is a very long time to curl up, back down, full release, and it has to come back up. So I'm going to start with 12. Guarantee you I'll end up with the 10s. Again, that's the whole idea, is to get to that point. We finish with a loop, bicep, pulse, burnout, and that's it, all right? So block number 4 to finish up the upper body for the week. You're doing great. I want you to stick with this and think about your form, though. Pin the elbows in, just like we talk about, into your hammer curl. Set your feet, kickstand, whatever you want to do. We're working 2x2. Ready, set, go. Lift up, 2, back, down. That is slow, and that is going to be painful in a few, I don't even say a few minutes, a few seconds, really, as that goes. Lift it up, 2, back, down. Up, 2, down, 2. Really think about where it should be feeling, right? So we go full extension, and we do pulses a lot, but in the dumbbells, we don't do pulses because I want to see full extension as you come up, and that's where you stop. Then you're going to come all the way down and lengthen out the bicep muscle, not locking out the elbow. You just lift up, 2, back, down. The elbows are pinned to the body. It can't move. So that means nothing should be coming away. I see so many people do their curls like this. That's called cheating on your curls. Don't do it. Lift up, 2, last 1, bring it up, and down, set down. It'll be my favorite stretch on each side. It helps with grip, it helps with form, it helps with bicep, it helps with everything. All right? Kick them back up. Get ready. I'm going to stay with these as long as I can. I'm going to drop them in I can. Let's go. Pick them up. Down, 2. Lift up. 2. Down, 2. When it comes to your elbows, make a point here. I talk about pinning your elbows to your sides. Everybody's different. Your body's different. So if you can't pin them to your sides, and that's okay. It's okay if they're flared out a little bit and you're curling up and still back down. So when I say pinned, it doesn't mean physically you have to always push your elbows into your sides and they have to be touching. That's not always going to be the way it works. But the point of that is even if the elbows are out a little bit, you can see that they're not moving front to back. They're staying in the same spot. So you have that natural alignment. Everybody is a little bit different in terms of body type. So you're going to stay lifted and right back down. But imagine your elbows staying pinned. Last 1. Up, 2, down, 2, set it down, shake it out. I'm going to keep giving tips and tricks as you go through this. That's the idea, is every single time, no matter how long you've been lifting, is to get a little bit more out of it. Third time. Pick it up. Let's go. 2. Down 2. 60 seconds to finish this off. And as you're getting through it, this is exactly what I said. I'm gonna do this rep. I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna change the weight. I'm gonna go right back into work. That's how fast it should be. Even if you have the dumbbell sitting next to you, you may not have your weight rack standing right next to you, that's okay. I want you just to go quick transition, so by now, you're at the end, towards the end of week 2, you should know how this works. And what I expect is to have your weights close, and just keep moving. 30 seconds left. 2, down, 2. As you go through it, nice. 10 pounds, feels like a lot. Straight up, straight down. Oh my goodness. You got it though. Let's finish this off, because you're done after this. Well, with the burnout, then you're done after this. You're almost done. You're almost done. Stick with me. Come on. Lift it up. Last 1, 2, down, 2, and set it down. Quickly, grab a loop. Now we're gonna pulse it out and spin it. Oh my goodness. Let's see what you got left of the biceps. 45 seconds. Elbows in. Now you can push them a little bit towards the front of your body. We're gonna pulse it. Ready, set, go. Pulse up and back down. What I did is I brought my elbows, I'm talking about pinned to the side now. If you want to bring them more towards the front, this is gonna load them up even more, and then you can just stay in the pulse. The loop doesn't have to be a lot of tension right now. You probably even can't. You shouldn't be able to put a lot of tension in the loop, but just enough to activate and then stay pulsing. Middle range, right? No bottom, no top, just stay pulsing. And right now you can even look at your biceps and go, whoa! That's how you should do it, as you keep lifting. You got this to finish off. Oh man, come on. You got it. Almost done in 3, 2, 1, done. Take them out and bring them back. And what do you think we're gonna do? Give yourself a low 5. Stretch it out. And now, as your biceps are completely burnt out, this should feel really, really good. That full extension all the way down through your forearm. Bring it down. That's why it's one of my favorite stretches right there. Woo. Yeah. You'll feel as we go through this with dumbbells. I've mentioned this before, but you're gonna feel it, the grip strength, right? That's the best way to work on grip strength, is just keep gripping things. And you're gonna do that, right? So take one arm across, shoulder stretch, bring it down away from your ear. Try to drop it low. We work for that with the flexibility, mobility workouts, is to just really focus on trying to drop the shoulder down. And once you do that, you can let your head drop the same direction your hand is going. Take your time though, don't try to force it. Just let gravity do its work. Just let gravity do its work right there. Bring it down, get set into the shoulder stretch. Oh, that feels good. Yeah, it's the best part of the workout. It's the stretch at the end. Take your hands behind your back, pull your shoulder blades back and down, feel your chest open up. Reach and look to the sky. And big deep breath in. Back out, roll the shoulders. And then just let your arms fall. Because that's about as useful as they are. They're going to feel for a little while. So.
All right. Hello. It's Kevin, 44, Ginger Venture Fitness, dad. Trying to get the dad bod gone, bad bod. Get rid of this, make it like that, or like that maybe. But if you don't know, I'm down about 30 pounds, was a lot heavier than I am now. Been doing good with P90X Generation Next, dig in, all the good stuff there. But yeah, over 30 pounds down. Now we're in 25-minute speed train, trying to kind of get past that little plateau I'm at with that 30 pounds. And I think we're gonna get it on this one. So follow along, subscribe now, and we're gonna get started on our day 13 workout. So total body. All right. I don't know if we're doing weights. I don't know what all we need here, but we got it all ready. Whatever we need.
All right, week 2,
Make sure the camera's on.
We're finishing off with total body. So you know what that means, endurance training. That's exactly the whole point of total body. So let's get right into it. Go into the warm up. I want you to sit your feet right up underneath the hips. You step back into a shallow lunge. And then as you come up, give me a twist. Lift your knee up and twist. We'll start on one side. Just a little bit of a movement. Endurance, yeah. You've been working hard this week. You got 5 days underneath your belt. We're coming into that as we lift up and back. Give me one more. So I get it. Switch sides. I get it when you come into after upper body, lower body, twice, core cardio. You come into this and you're like, man, we gotta do total body now? Yes, that is the whole point of bringing in, watch your balance, of endurance. Last one, and then come out. Take your hands together, bring it down as you come into a squat, touch the floor, and then I want you to lift up, bring your arms up and out, and think about a little bit of a arch in the back, a curve in the spine as you lift up, open the chest, open the shoulders, and back down. With these exercises, don't have to go heavy weight today. You don't need to. We're going through, again, on endurance element, so you'll see that we have those multi-compounded exercises as long as they make sense, but they're gonna work your body totally. That's why we call it total body. Last one, and then bring it down. Feet in, arms out, arm cross rotations, thumbs are gonna come down. Open the chest up, lift it open as your thumbs come down, and then reach up, bring them up to the sky, and back down. Oh, that feels really good after upper body yesterday, doesn't it? So we'll do one more to finish that. And then let's come into it. All right, quick transitions, quick change, quick everything. We're gonna need a dumbbell for a static lunge into a floating leg row. The dumbbell is gonna be on the inside of the thigh. You're gonna sink down into your static lunge, come up, give me the row while you float your leg. Second exercise as you come into this, we're gonna go into body weight only, forward lunge into a side lunge to start. Forward lunge, step out, side lunge, staying on one leg the entire time. 60 seconds each exercise, 15 seconds in between. You ready? Cool. All right, grab your weight and choose your weight in front of you. I got 25. I'm gonna have to grab 20. Good thing I got time left. Yeah, remember, it's about endurance. I want to stay with this for 60 full seconds. Let's get our feet set. Chest up, we're going to your static lunge. Ready, set, go. Lunge, come up, get your balance, row, come back before you go into the lunge. As always, you have balance and you're set for every single move before you go into it. So as you step back into your lunge, the dumbbell is in front of your leg. You give me the lunge, you come back up, and you have your balance before you go into your row. If you want, you can have your opposite hand out. That's gonna help with the balance a little bit. But I really want you to focus on keeping the hips square. And if you can't float the leg, what do? You just step in and go into your row. Lunge, step in, row, right back. If you can though, try to float your leg up. There's nice little stabilizers on that one. Less than 10. Back down. Lunge. Row. You got time for one more. Down. Back. Up. Good job. Get the weight out of the way. We're gonna go into it where you're gonna step into the lunge, step out to the side lunge. Forward and side. One side only. Ready, set, go. Step forward, step in, step outside. Haven't done a side lunge yet. So think about what a side lunge means. It's exactly as it sounds. You step out, your foot that is planted in the floor. It is not gonna move. You're gonna lengthen the leg out, but think about the whole foot staying on the floor. And then when you step out, you're coming down and pushing into your heel. And then your chest is gonna drop down, your butt is gonna come down, and then come right back up. Introducing this in this move right here, in this workout today, probably because you're gonna be seeing it later. Just so you know. But work on this to get the range, get the endurance of the move, get some heat into the legs, bringing it back. Nice. Down, right back out. each side. Bring it out and back. Whew. That leg. Always feel that leg. Yep. So that's why we load up one leg. Then we come into the other side. So get your feet set. Get into the lunge. Get ready. Get set and let's go. Give me the lunge. Come up. Give me the row. Set back. Lunge. Bring it up. And row. On a floating leg row, it's very easy to come up and open your body up. Open the chest up because you want to try to help yourself row that weight. But I want that. I want the lunge, square, get set. Even if it takes a second, a half second, or however long you need to come up, get your balance, then row. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna feel that you can bring your leg even higher. This is ultimately what we're trying to do. As we bring the leg up, you gotta squeeze your booty to lift, and then back down. If you need to, you tap your toe, row, back down. You should feel a difference if you really get set and lift your leg. Got time for one more, last one, and set it down. Good job. How's that leg feel now? Make sure you switch sides. There you go, forward lunge, side lunge. Plant the foot, get ready, 3, 2, go. Forward, step out, side. You think about range of motion when it comes to lunges. You've already done a lot of different lunges in this program, but a side lunge, if it's new, if it's different, you might feel that your range of motion, what I mean by that is how low you can go into the lunge. Maybe it's not very low, that's fine. You're focused now putting the weight into the heel. As you sink down, that takes the pressure out of your knee, loads up the quad and the glute right here. So you sink down, lift up, back out, back in, down, step out, load it up. Good. And then you're pushing through the heel as well. When you step down into the lunge, push back, and you're loading everything up. And you should feel that, right? You got it. Less than 10. You got it. In 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Goodness. All right. I'm gonna stick with the 20s. So now you go 2 new exercises. First exercise on the floor, chest press. But we're gonna change up the chest press by going wide. This is what it looks like. Wide chest press. So bring the dumbbell in. I want you to stay wide and straight line towards the ceiling. There's your wide chest press. Second exercise, you're gonna flip over very quickly, roll into a tricep push-up. One tricep push-up, bring your feet wide enough to allow yourself to push into a frog position. Tricep push-up, frog. So flip over, let's get ready. I told you it's quick. Bring it down, get set, and let's go. Wide chest press. Let me say it again with dumbbells. Normally, this is what it looks like. You're squeezing your dumbbells in towards each other. What I want you to imagine is if you were actually using a barbell here, you wouldn't be able to bring your hands in. Your hands are set. So this is mimicking having a barbell press to go with dumbbells. Press down and then straight up. You still stay in line with the chest. Take your time. Bring it down, push up. If your elbows are up and you're in line with your shoulders, that's gonna hurt. So bring it down, get set into the chest, and then push up. Down, push up. Oh yeah, it's a great chest exercise. Down, last one. Set them down, flip it over, get ready into this. On your knees or your toes, we're going into a tricep push-up, but I want the hands right here up underneath the shoulders. You know what we expect on that. Let's go. Tricep push-up, make sure your feet are wide enough as you go into this. You go into the frog. Tricep push-up, frog. Tricep push-ups are hard. So if you need to, you drop to your knees and then push into a child's pose. But make sure you shift your body weight forward enough to go into your tricep push-up. Even if it doesn't push-up. The micro push-up, push back, bring it up, micro push-up, push back, then you start
was a little tough for me.
Which means it's sticking around for the whole program. Grab your dumbbells, lay on down, get set, wide press, let's go. Press up, down, up, down. Think about the angle here. What's gonna happen as you fatigue is you're gonna start to roll your shoulders up. Look, I know you just did upper body yesterday, so again, choose your weight accordingly. If you need to be having lighter weight right now to do these moves correctly, good. That's how we want it. That's how I want it, is to push straight up and back down. But if you feel your shoulders starting to lift up towards your chin, that means you go lighter weight. You stay relaxed, you stay in the press, push up, back down. Push up, back down. You got this. Whew. Quick movement, transitions. My heart rate is up, going total body, working the endurance. You got this. Lift it up, back down, in. 3, 2, last one, and set it down. Roll it over, back into your tricep push-ups. And think about that. That is fatigue, right? Your triceps are working in the wide press. So you're already starting to get that fatigue. So get ready. Choose your option. Ready, set, go. Down, push back. Down, push back. Take your time on this move. I know that that's really neat to go slower, but you gotta set it correctly. If you go too far forward, if you try to do a tricep with your hands too far forward, that's gonna put a lot of pressure in your shoulders. You gotta stay loaded up. Elbows come down and back. Push into the palm of the hand. Come into your child's pose. If you're to the point where you have to drop to your knees to do a tricep push-up, you know what I'm gonna say? Good. You gotta finish this. Down, back out, down, back out. I'm dropping too. That's all I got left of my triceps. What are you doing yesterday? You gotta finish this. Ooh. And we're going for the endurance, right? Down, back out. You got 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Okay. I'm gonna keep the 20 here. And we're gonna go into your single arm squat to clean. You did this last week. As a reminder, bring it down, lift up, into the clean, right back down. Second exercise. Then you're gonna take no weight whatsoever, back into the legs. We did the sumo goblet this week, but now we're gonna go down and do a sumo squat pulse. You're gonna stay pulse loaded in the legs and just a little bit of a tiny heel hop where your toes are pretty much staying on the ground the entire time. That's gonna be fun, but first, grab one dumbbell, sink down, squat clean in 3, 2, go. Lift up, right back down. Remember your feet have to be wide enough so you can squat down, right? From the side. If I see this, then I know you're just lifting up and I know your lower body is tired. Well, that's okay. It's supposed to be tired, but when you sink down, you should really load the legs. Chest is lifted, up underneath, right back down. Legs, down. Legs, down. Your option on this is your weight. If you need less weight, and that allows you to squat down, good. But you keep working this entire time, and as the dumbbell comes up, drop your body underneath, bend your knees to get underneath the weight, and then you come right back down. Lift up, down. Last one, and time. Set it out of the way. Get your feet set. Just finishing the legs on this one. But remember, it's about endurance. Go feet wider, heels in, toes out, and let's pulse. Pulse it down, and just a little bit of a movement. Little sumo jumps. I should say little sumo pulse jumps is what I want to say. Down and up. If, at this point in the workout, your legs are like, nah, bro, it's not happening. So my son says, nah, bro, it's not happening. This is what I want you to do. Go down, pulse once, come up. Come down, pulse once, come up. That's your mod. Now I'm telling you, it still works. But then if you can, try to come down, stay in the pulse the entire time. And if you pulse for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you pulse, then you come up, release the legs, release the tension in the legs, come right back down. Oof. Oh yeah. That's painful. That's a good stuff. That's good stuff right there. Try not to let your chest drop, because you know what's gonna happen in your legs, right? That's what's happening right now. So down, pulse. You got it in 3, 2, 1. Shake it. Step out of it. Walk out of it, because that's what you need to do sometimes. You come into it. Dumbbell back down. Make sure you switch sides. Go into the squat to clean. Ready, set, go. Lift up. Right back down. Take your time. As you come down, this should be how it looks when you start from your leg. Your butt should be back. Load the legs up. Lift up. And then right back down. Lift up. Right back down. Good. Straight lift. And then down. The chest should not be dropping to the point where your butt is higher than your chest. That's cheating. Down. Load it up. And back. Load it up. And back. Even if you have lighter weight, the 20-pound dumbbells feel really heavy right now. That's a good thing. That's how it's supposed to be. Even if you have 5 pounds, 10 pounds, your body's tired from the week. We're pushing through that endurance threshold to make it work harder for longer. Keep going. Up and down. Oof. You got this. In 3, 2, 1. Set that down, get it out of the way. Shoes.
Okay.
You might need it. Let's get ready. Let's get set. And ready, set, go. Bring it down. Little pulses. Straight down. Little pulses up to the top. And what's your option on this one? Down, pulse, and lift up. Get that full release if you need to on the squeeze at the top, then bring it down. Pulse, lift up. Doesn't have to be a big jump. And you'll see on the feet, little up, and then down. Little up, and down. And at that point, what's happening to the legs? They should be screaming at you. That's that endurance. And if you need to, come up to the top. That's not even have to do it right now. You gotta flush it back out. You go down, pulse, up. Doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, but if you push yourself, there's always a way to get more endurance out of your body. And this is exactly what we're doing. Say, give me more endurance. All right, come down, last 10 seconds, pulse it. Little pulses. Woo. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Oh, step out of that. Oh my goodness. Dumbbell, get it out of the way. You're gonna need lightweight. Finish off with upper body. First exercise, I'm gonna go, what should I do? I don't know, I'm gonna do 15. I might have to change it. You're gonna give me 1 bicep curl. Bicep curl, lateral raise. Bicep curl, lateral raise. Last week, we did a high plank knee to elbow. Today, we're gonna add on to it. High plank leg lift into a pike, knee to elbow, bring it back, alternate sides. That's gonna be fun. We'll walk through it, we'll talk through it, but first, bicep lateral. Ready, set, go. Bicep curl, knuckles out, lateral raise. Bicep curl, rotate it out, lateral raise. 15s, horrible idea. Not gonna stick with this. I just did upper body yesterday. I don't know why I thought I could do this. Straight lift, straight down. So what's gonna happen is you just walk over, you go to the exercise, you switch, and you finish it. That's how fast that transition should be if you have dumbbells right next to you. Is I want you to go that quick transition to finish that. Remember, dropping weight is not a bad thing. Kickstand your feet if you need to. No swinging, no momentum. And look, it's your last block of total body. So you gotta be at that point where your body's tired. That's how you're supposed to be. Last one, lift it up, bring it out, dumbbells down the way. Come into your high plank. Get set on this one. And you have the option to leg lift or you're going into the pike and the knee comes up. Ready, set, go. Lift up, slow control, knee towards elbow, pike, back down. Lift your leg up. You're going to try to create length in your body as you lift. Back down. And you're going to keep your hips from opening up. No hips. Hips are straight. Lift the leg. Knee towards your elbow. Bring it back and down. The body weight shifts back. Right over the hands. Back and down. Shifting our body weight forward and down. That's a progression. Bring it back and down. If that's too much, you just go leg lift, knee, leg lift, down. Lift, knee,
Oh,
lift,
man.
down. Otherwise, hike up. Bring it in. Bring it back and down. You're doing great. Finish it. You got time for one. Left side. Lift it up. Bring it in. And down. Come on up. We're going to do that one more time through, and then you're done. Pick up the dumbbells. I was wondering if I was going to sweat today. I was going to sweat. I knew it was going to happen. Curls and lateral raises. Ready, set. Let's go. Curl it up. Bring it down. Rotate out. And then give me a lateral raise. Do not lose your form as we go through these. I know you've done upper body, lower body, you've done everything this week, but it doesn't mean you lose your form. It means you lighten your weight so you can finish. So even pin elbows in, and then elbows stay in line with the shoulders. Do not lose that form at all, ever. Down, lift up, bring it open, and back. Lift up, down, open, and back. You got this. Finish this up. It's good. You're working hard. Your body's working hard. It's going to respond, I promise you. Keep going up, right back down. Less than 10 seconds. Lift up, down, open. You got time for one more. Open it up, and then fly away. You're not gonna do any flying today. One exercise, 60 seconds left. Finish off total body today. High plank. I want you to give me 60 seconds of perfect movement. High plank, take your time. Get ready. Get set. Let's go. Lift up. Bring it forward. Open up. And down. Really focus on coming back to your high plank. Every single time. Your high plank, right? Hands up underneath the shoulders. Lift up. Forward. Back. And down. The knee doesn't have to touch the elbow. It just comes forward towards it. If you go too far forward, you're going to start to have that curve in the spine. I want you to load it. Lift up and back. You're almost there. Stay with this till the end. Lift up. Knee to elbow. Back and down. Come on. You're not dropped. Lift if you have to. Your knees if you need to. To finish, you got less than 10 left. Load it up. Great. In 3, 2, 1. Push back to your pelvis. Just go right into it because you're already here. One leg. Oh, that feels good. Just gonna release the shoulder. Upper body. Pull your fingertips forward. And right leg. One leg comes towards the front. Go a little hip flexor stretch. Bring it down and forward. Right? Hip flexor stretch. How's it going? Stretching. Sweating and stretching. We should we'll name that for the next program workout. Sweating and stretching. And then push back, stretch out your hamstring. Bringing it down. Or maybe we'll just make a t-shirt for this program. 25 minutes, speed train, sweating and stretching. I like it. All right, switch sides. Bring it around. Now listen, you're finishing up week 2. And that's a good way to finish, right? As we go into that endurance element. And you should be, by the time you finish this week, is by the time you come to that day 6 of every single week, sit back into your hamstring. As you finish and you come into the end of the week, your body should feel fatigued, but in a good way. It means you've been working it, and it's ready for that break, ready for that relaxation, ready for that mobility and flexibility. So don't skip that. You're gonna do that tomorrow. You're gonna roll it up. You're gonna stand up. Because after mobility flexibility tomorrow, we're going to go right into week 30. Look at that. You are done with 2 weeks of this.
All right. We are finishing out week 2 of our 25-minute speed train. If you don't know, my name is Kevin, 44-year-old dad, husband, trying to balance the whole dad stuff with the work stuff and then fitness, getting rid of the dad bod, bad bod, all that good stuff. But finishing out speed train, or 25-minute speed train with Joel Freeman. So, day 14. Go ahead, subscribe now, and we'll knock out the workout. I got it here, so subscribe now. We'll get going. So you get to see it, you get to see me, but you get to hear it. Good, right? All right.
Is that we need to stretch. You've been working all those muscles, everything. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to work on your flexibility.
Oh, my hamstrings have been crazy tight.
We're going to lay down on your back, and we're going to bring our arms up overhead. And really try to think about this. I want you to make yourself as long as possible, like someone pulling on your hands and pulling on your feet. And then think about, as you lift your chest up, you can also start to feel your lower back come off the ground, right? We always talk about keeping everything nice and tight, but here I want you to try to lengthen out as if 2 people are pulling you apart, and maybe think about getting a little bit taller. I would like that, just a tad. Nice. So full stretch, right? We're going to hold these stretches a little bit longer than maybe you're normally used to, but this is going to allow you to really get into the stretch, your muscles to start to feel what they're expected to do, which is release and open up, working on the flexibility, mobility, everything. Big deep breath in, and back out. Nice. 4 seconds here, and then gonna stay on your back, but I want you then to release your shoulders, bring your arms down like goalposts, and you're gonna pull your elbows and drag them towards the floor, towards your body, and then you're gonna bring it up to the top. Think about a lat pull down, right? We've done this with the loops, and now you can lift them up and back down. This is where shoulder mobility comes into play. Sometimes with shoulders, you won't be able to get your arm all the way down to the floor. That's totally fine. Sometimes my shoulders don't want to do it either. So all you have to think about is just bringing it down and keeping it as low as possible towards the floor. So we're getting a little dynamic movement in as you come down, right back up, bringing it down, right back up. Good. And feel that. That should feel really good as you go into those moves, right? That's nice. Good job. You got time for a few more. Extend out overhead and take your time on these stretches as well. We're here for a while, so we want to get everything we can out of it. Last one, and then bring your arms into goalposts and start to rotate your hands down towards the floor, bringing them back. Again, shoulder mobility. What you want to try to focus on when you do this is, can you keep your elbow on the floor and then tap your hand on the bottom and then tap the back of your hand on the top. If you cannot, again, totally okay if you just go down as far as you're able, but the more you do this, just like anything else, the more your body will respond, and eventually you'll surprise yourself with your mobility as you do that. But for right now, just do the best you can and just take your time on this. Don't force the stretch. We never force anything. In the world of exercise, usually force means injury, right? So take your time on this and just keep moving through it. You also feel as the more you do it, the more maybe a little bit more range is coming. Maybe. It's very possible. Nice. Got a couple more. Last one. And then I want you to go ahead and take your knees. Bring them in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Wrap your arms around them. However you're able to. It can be your hands. It can also be brought up into your elbows. And then let your head rest against the floor. Tuck your knees in, and then just think about a little bit of movement side to side. Just a little, not a big rock, just a little rock. But you feel that stretch, right? And now we're lengthening out the spine. Feels so good. I can just stay here all day. Well, there's a lot of stretches I can stay in all day. All right. And now go ahead and take your knees, let them fall off to one side. Bring your arms out into a T position, and you'll feel as your bottom leg comes to the floor, that top leg might not, and that's okay. You just see I have space. This comes into how Fantastic. I'm really proud of you. Mine do not. That means I need more of this as well. All right. And then let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Little transition. Remember, you can move as around as you need to. Just like when we weightlift and do any other exercise, you can adjust as you go through these moves. But I want you to anchor your upper body, bring it down, get your knees towards each other. One side might be a little better than the other. That happens, just like me. The same thing. You can feel that. Is bring it down. We're not going to force it. You just want to think about letting the knees come down. That's the static part, and now we're going to bring a little dynamic movement into it by going to bring the knees up, rock them to one side, and then back to the other side. And you'll find as you start to do that, and we do those different types of movements, right? Static holds, dynamic movement, and that's going to give you a little bit more into that flexibility part. It's also opening into the torso and getting that twist. And it should just feel really good. But take your time. There's no amount of stretches you have to do in terms of reps. Nice. Last one. Come up to the middle. Take both legs out. And then I want you to take one leg to lift straight up and right back down. You're just doing a leg lift. But in doing this, you're going to start to get into the hip flexors. You're going to get into that dynamic movement again to get the blood flowing, which is also important while we're stretching. So straight lift and back down. Sometimes the easiest stretches are the hardest, right? Last one. Go ahead and switch sides. Lift it up and back down. You'll feel that when you get to the top. Where do you feel it? Hamstring. Lifting up and back down. But through everything that we do, so much of our movement, we really start to get tight into the hamstrings, into the glutes, the piriformis, the lower back, everything in your core, right? So we're using these to get stretched out and get that flexibility back. Okay, last one, and then take the other leg, bring it up to the top, and let it fall off towards the other side, and then bring it back. You don't have to let it go all the way. Again, if you can't, that's fine. I want you to go as far as you're able before your shoulder of the same leg comes off the floor. Nice, so really think about keeping your upper body anchored into the floor and then bringing it back. And when you do that, where do you feel the stretch? Right here, right? So you don't want to come down too far and let momentum carry you through. You got time for one more.